knocked J.J. McCarthy around and then potentially out of his next start.
Yeah, pass rush.
Let me just tell you, that is significant what we saw from the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday night. I mean, the Falcons, one thing that you could say about the Atlanta Falcons, for sure, over the past decade is, boy, their quarterback's good, really good, and that offense is good, really good. They can win the division and be really good, maybe go deep. One thing they're not going to do, they're not going to sack your quarterback.
Nope.
The one thing they don't have is a pass rush. And so they said, screw it. We're going to draft 2 of them in the first round and trade up to get 1 of them. And against a banged-up offensive line. And again, that's what J.J. McCarthy's dealing with as well. His center went out. Ryan Kelly went out in the middle of the game. You take your center out of a game, in the middle of a game, you lose your center. That is a massive problem. Protection issues, certainly if you got a kid back there who needs some help with some protection, physically and also literally, figuratively, to figure stuff out neck up. And then you're down to your 3rd left tackle because Darrisaw's out. And Atlanta put a quarterback pressure percentage up of 53.3%. Their best such pressure since week 15 of 2018, when they also had 6 sacks in a game. And they had 7 on that day. Same date. That was the last time they had a quarterback pressure that much and as many sacks as they had on Sunday night. And only 179 sacks since that game, week 15 of 2018 against Arizona. No other team in the NFL since that date had fewer than 200. So if Atlanta's figured that out and Penix can get the ball out that fast and Bijan, call me Bijan, but call me Bijan again, Robinson is running the way that he did.
During,
I don't know.
During the Sunday night intros.
I don't know.
I heard Bijan. I was like, what?
Wait a minute. I thought it was Bijan. And then Tarico and
explained it.
It said he wanted to be Bijan again.
Okay.
Hey, we'll just call you Awesome.
Exactly.
Because he runs like the friggin' Matrix.
Yep.
Remember that 6-yarder at the end of the game?
Just like,
That looked like Barry Sanders. I'm not going to lie. I shouldn't say these things out loud, but
they
that's
were
what
saying
looked
it
like
on the broadcast.
Dude. 3rd career game with 125 or more rushing yards. And that's tied for the most in the NFL since he's come into the NFL. Only Derrick Henry, Saquon, and Jonathan Taylor have had more in that span. So here we go. Atlanta, nice bounce-back win. And kicker, John Parker Romo.
Oh.
Which, by the way,
Tony?
by the way, normally that's how you refer to, a serial killer. And the reason why I only say that is because that's the nickname associated with a kicker in week 1 by Mike Tomlin.
What's Boswell's middle name?
All right. And John Parker Romo had 5 field goals. So Koo gets the gate, and in comes Romo. Now, I got to tell you, Jim, this guy can kick. So the Falcons, nice bounce-back win, brother.
That was nice. He was meeting teammates in the post-game interview.
There you go. And that wraps it up this Monday show. Check out our Overreaction Monday podcast. If you're listening to this on a podcast, it's right there on your RSS feed or our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Rich Eisen Show. Back on Disney Plus and the ESPN app everywhere to wrap this show up on a Monday. Are you looking to buy a new or used car? Or maybe you're looking to save some money by refinancing your current auto loan? Check out Navy Federal Credit Union. They offer great rates on auto loans. And if you're active duty or retired military, you could get a special discount too. Applying is super simple. You could do it online or through their mobile app, and in most cases, you'll get a decision in just seconds. Not ready to buy just yet? That's okay. Refinancing your current loan with Navy Federal might help you lower your monthly payments, pay it off faster, or just save some money. And here's a nice bonus. If you refinance a loan from another lender of at least $5,000 with Navy Federal, you could get a $200 bonus. At Navy Federal, our members are the mission. Find out more at NavyFederal.org/auto loans.
Credit and collateral subject to approval. Rates are subject to change and are based on credit worthiness. Refinance loan must be at least $5,000 to be eligible for the $200 bonus. Terms and conditions apply. Terms and conditions apply for military discounts. Message and data rates may apply. Visit NavyFederal.org for more information. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson, with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
Capital Subaru of Greenville is transforming your everyday commute into something a little more extraordinary. Subaru was just named 2025's best overall automotive brand by Consumer Reports, and there's never been a better time to drive one home. From the adventure-ready Outback to the sleek and efficient Forester, they got the perfect ride for you. In addition to their great selection of new and used car inventories, the Subaru Service Center is commanded by a team of experts, handpicked for their knowledge, passion, and promise to treat every car as if it's their own. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive or online at capitalsubaruofgreenville.com.
This is Dr. Dixon from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
It's bow time. Sure, you've had a sausage biscuit before, but have you had the smoked sausage biscuit from Bojangles? Well, now is your chance. Juicy, slow-cooked smoked sausage is grilled to perfection and served on a fluffy, made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit. No one does breakfast like Bojangles, and this smoked sausage biscuit doesn't disappoint. Right now, you can get 2 for just $5. Start your day with this flavor-packed deal while it lasts. It's bow time.
Now is the time to plan your end-of-year celebrations. The Beaufort Hotel offers a festive and elegant setting to make your holiday party unforgettable. It's the perfect coastal location for gathering colleagues, friends, or family. The Beaufort Hotel is now accepting private event reservations for December. For everything from cozy dinners to spirited receptions, the Beaufort Hotel catering team can help you create a memorable event filled with seasonal flavors, coastal charm, and impeccable service. And save you time to celebrate, too. Make it a real holiday party, then spend the night safe and sound in the luxury of the Beaufort Hotel. Turn your holiday party into a true getaway. Ask about reserving a group block of rooms for your guests. It's a celebration made easy, all under one roof. Call the Beaufort Hotel at 252-728-3000. That's 252-728-3000. And make your holiday event this year memorable at the Beaufort Hotel.
Ahoy, home hunters! Ready to find the real treasure of Eastern North Carolina? At E&C Pirate Realty Allen Tate, our crew of expert agents will help you chart the course to your dream home without any rough waters.
Whether you're buying, selling, or just looking to drop anchor, we've got the map to real estate gold. E&C Pirate Realty Allen Tate, where X marks the spot, and every home is a hidden gem.
Visit encpiraterealty.com.
We close the deal or someone walks the plank.
Right? Call today.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Bond. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Afternoon, everybody.
Man, that was just lackadaisical, man.
It was what now?
Lackadaisical.
We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett.
Hey.
And we got left side.
Strong side.
I shouldn't be held accountable for a grown man's athleticism.
I heard you say that, and I would have to agree with you, to be honest.
Wait, what? You agree with me?
I agree.
Yeah. Flip that, Shirley.
Got a little taco meat on my chest.
I pay for AI. I can't help it. I mean, that was before I was medicated, man.
What? I don't know. It was not my idea.
That's all. I love y'all, man.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Victory Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. We're on the all-new Pirate Radio app, and we are on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. Like, subscribe, and check out all of the great content we drop all week long, including Blake Harrell and a couple of Pirate players, Mike Wright, Tamir Brown from earlier today, available at Pirate Radio TV. And we want to hear from you on this Monday. Chili Water Check gang loud and proud already. And how was your football weekend? Did it go your way? Did it not? Good news. We got another one coming up in a few days. For some folks, the football weekend isn't over, including Alex Harper, the Bucks fan, and Jared Watkins, the Raiders fan. Monday Night Football doubleheader coming your way tonight right here on Pirate Radio. You got a ton of guests to get to, including former ECU great receiver Aundrae Allison, Coach Mack McCarthy, A-Harp, Alex Harper, and Greg Wrubell, the voice of BYU. Cougars and Pirates going at it this weekend at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. We got a packed house as well in Studio B. Shirley Rhodes is here. We got Maxon, the Jackman Jackson is here. Intern Claire is here. Intern Abby wearing her Rams shirt. The Rams are 2-0 on the young football season, and a packed Studio A as well. Jared Watkins, also known as J-Bone, is here. What's up, Jared?
Hey, how's it going, Sibo?
It is going great, my guy.
It's a great day. Great day to be alive.
Far left side, we've got the Schnappa, Alex Harper, wearing a West Virginia hat here.
It is the one and only time I will wear a WVU hat on Pirate Radio Live, but I felt the occasion was worth it.
Why is he wearing that hat? If you don't know, we will explain in just a moment. And we also have left side.
Strong side. Almost heaven. West Virginia. Blue Ridge Mountains. Shenandoah River.
I went to a ECU West Virginia game 2004. ECU kicked off both halves because John Thompson is a complete moron. And West Virginia killed the Pirates. But after the game, they sang that song in the crowd, and I felt like I was at a cult and there was about to be a blood sacrifice, and it was really creepy. I had to get the hell out of there. I had to get off that mountain.
One of the West Virginia burner accounts claimed that they sacrificed a live chicken in the blue tailgating lot before the game.
That is insane.
Yeah.
That's what the streets are saying.
The streets?
The streets.
Should have been a Panther.
Saying that.
Should have been a Panther. All right, we will start with East Carolina's victory.
Man.
And it wasn't just a victory. It was a shutout. It was a blowout. It was a belt to butt. It was a whooping, and Chandler and Jarrett saw it up close and personal. Guys, your thoughts?
First half, man, I'm telling you, I was at halftime. I was very, very disappointed that the score was not the way we wanted it to be.
When the guys ran to the locker room, you just kind of shake your head
Yeah,
at
I just
them.
looked at them and I was just like,
I'm not mad, guys.
I'm just disappointed.
Yeah.
I said, get in there, talk about it, and let's win 38-0. And then they did that.
They did.
Oh, wow.
Exactly what they did, Chandler.
Got to 38-0. That's good. Stop.
But yeah, and we picked things up in the second half. But yeah, just had a lot of opportunities in the first half for it to be at least, I want to say 24-0, at least going into halftime. And I don't know, you could say it was garbage time, but the rushing attack kind of opened up there. Mike Wright, we finally saw what he can do and the potential that he has in the backfield. And we saw his speed. That's a quick dude. So, I'm glad that we were able to end up dominating that game and getting out of Myrtle Beach, Conway, with a shutout. Shout out to our defense. The first shutout on the road against the FBS opponent since 2000 against Duke.
Yeah, the missed field goal from Coastal was very funny. Just because you're like, oh, he's going to miss this. And with the jinx, no shot, right down the middle. And bang, wide right. That was fun.
Speaking of field goals, I don't know if this was brought up on the fifth quarter. I saw it live on my TV, and I thought maybe it was something with my TV. Maybe it didn't look like this live. But then they would show the replays, and I saw like the face of the sun blaring into the players.
Yeah.
What was up with did they just put like a giant white screen up when EC was trying to kick a field goal?
I was like underneath the scoreboard, so I didn't see any of that, but I saw intern Cole at halftime, and he's like, dude, could you see the goalpost? And I didn't know what he was talking about. I was like, nah, I couldn't see him either.
They put up like a blinding light on the scoreboard. Yeah. And I thought it was maybe just me seeing it or something, and it wasn't a big deal, but I saw other fans complaining about it. And I got to say, if that is legal and they're going to allow you to do that, we need to do that too.
Sorry. That kick was blocked anyway. So. It was sorry gamesmanship from apparently a very sorry football program.
I think what we need to do at Dowdy Ficklin is if they are kicking a field goal, turn the lights out. Just get like this Saturday.
Turn them off.
Turn off the lights.
Turn the lights off.
As soon as he's going up to approach the ball, just boom.
Yeah, just darkness.
Can we hit the Undertaker bell?
Boom.
At the same time?
Purple lights in there.
But no, I noticed that it was bright, and
it was bright.
And it wasn't until after the game, I think a caller called in and said something about it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, a caller, or maybe I saw a comment.
I don't think a caller brought it up, because I would have talked about it.
I saw it in the comment section then. But yeah, I didn't realize till after the game and somebody brought it up in the comment section that it was only when East Carolina was lined up for a field goal.
I don't mean to derail the conversation, but I want to say something while it's on my mind, because you brought up the fifth quarter. Me and my dad leaving Milan Pushkar Stadium, later the evening, we were listening to the fifth quarter call-in, and one of the first calls that we heard was a guy, and he called and said, listen, I only want to talk to ball knowers, so this question is for Holton and Caden.
Oh, yeah.
I took that personally. Clip Brock is a ball knower. That was so disrespectful.
We were listening to it on the way back, too, and I looked at Jenny and Jared, and I was like, is this guy taking like a shot at Clip?
And then doubled down, repeated it.
Yeah, I know. And I take shots at people, so I don't mind it. And it was clearly like, I think the purpose of his call was to insult me, and that's fine. I will take it just as I will dish it. So, but I thank you for having my back.
Yeah,
there.
you are not a BK.
It upset
me
and my father.
I didn't hear that. Look, I am the host of the show. They are the analyst of the show.
Mm-hmm. That's a great question, man. Clip, this is what a good host does. This is why Clip makes the big bucks. He's the king of Greenville. This is why right here. Right?
I am a host. I'm not an analyst.
Yeah.
I am not a role model, as Charles Barkley said. But thank you for having my back.
Yes, always. Back to Coastal. They have the best pregame in college football. I'm gonna say that. They have their coach and players do like the Goldberg walkout. I mean, like camera follows them out of the locker room and everything.
That's pretty good.
Here comes the rooster.
They're playing that, and then they put up Kevin James on the big board and God bless our troops, God bless America, and gentlemen, start your engines. And then motorcycles come out of the tunnel and line up.
So it's like the best redneck.
Yeah,
it was the most Myrtle Beach thing ever.
Zach Kaplan, I think he was kind of taking a shot at me being a little disrespectful. He's like, you must love that. And I was like, dude, it's the most white trash thing I've ever seen. Of course I love it.
The best white trash
it was the most.
But then the players run out, and there's green smoke. There's fireworks coming out of the top of the stadium. There's fire coming out of the ground. It looked like the main event of WrestleMania.
Wow.
For a team that didn't score any freaking points. But so we're watching the ECU players run out of the tunnel, and I'm standing there with my camera, with Jenny's camera, taking pictures. And I just hear, yeah, come on, what's up? And I'm like, okay, there must be some like one of the players' friends behind me. I look back, it's the whole Coastal team. I'm like, what are they doing? Oh, so you suck. They were jawing at you. Oh, no, they were jawing at the players.
You're not a ball knower.
Because the players were like, yeah. And I was like, oh, they're just getting hyped. They're running out. Take those pictures. And then I thought they were talking to somebody they knew. The whole Coastal team was behind the media. It was nuts.
Oh, yeah.
It was awesome.
Well, look, they know they aren't going to win the game. They've got to win the pregame.
They won the pregame, and then the bell rung, and they just laid down.
And we apparently snuffed the rooster.
Yeah.
So be careful what you wish for.
That game stunk. Not from I loved watching the Pirates dominate, but the scoreboard operator, find a new job, dude. It goes from 1st and 10 to 2nd and 10, and then once the ball snapped, it's like, oh yeah, 2nd and 3, by the way.
The broadcast was rough too.
And then you couldn't hear the refs. They throw a flag and it's like I don't even know what the flag was.
But I remember leading up to kickoff, especially we were walking around the tailgate lots, and of course Pirate fans invaded that. But it was just boring. Not a lot of coastal. They had a lot of these family areas where they were just chilling and had some music playing. Just not a lot of excitement. But when they started that pageantry before the game, I was like, all right, this is really cool.
I thought we were in Tuscaloosa for a second, or Death Valley. It was.
What's the stadium capacity up there?
28
down there.
Something.
28 like that.
They've had back-to-back biggest crowds ever.
Yeah, and I talked about when the schedule released. That's going to be a tough game, and the first half was tough, and then everybody left.
Let's get our Celsius fifth quarter recap. You can watch it in its entirety on YouTube and find it on our social media accounts. Stay active and energized all day with with Celsius by your side. Look for your favorite Celsius flavor at your favorite retailer and at ECU games. Celsius, the official energy drink of Pirate Radio, proudly distributed by the Minges Bottling Group. And here is just a taste of the fifth quarter. Justin is in New Bern.
Cliff, I got a little brain game for you here. Not a trick question. Can you spell points for me?
Points. Points. Points.
That's right. There ain't no effing points. And there ain't no W in Coastal Carolina. Because we went in there and whooped that butt today. They think they're on our level. They think they can compete with us. But let's make no doubt about it. East of I-95 from Richmond, Virginia to Jacksonville, Florida belongs to East Carolina. Because all I saw on that field today for Coastal was a bunch of cats. Like their coach said, they need more dogs. And the only dogs I saw were wearing purple and gold, whooping that butt. And next week, BYU, we are coming for you. I'm going to slap every Cougar I see on Charles Boulevard. I don't care how many wives they got. Unless those wives are 4- and 5-star offensive tackles, it ain't going to do them no bit of good. We need a vintage Dowdy Ficklin Stadium next Saturday night, bringing it, making it loud, and Blake Harrell and the Pirates are coming for you.
Justin in New Bern had the famous slap every Cougar on that mountain call from years ago, and he is back Cougar slapping again this week.
He comes in every time with a killer call. And I remember, I think I even said it earlier in the week, I was like, I'm ready to hear from Justin in New Bern because we got BYU next week. Pirates are coming off a big 38-0 win. I knew he was fired up, and I can't wait. Hopefully, we beat BYU. I can't wait to hear his call next week if we beat the Cougars.
What do you think about 7.5?
It's fair. I'll probably take the Pirates at this point. They're 3-0 versus the spread. So
yeah, I just saw Arkansas, Memphis, and BYU, ECU, and it's like these two teams getting 7.5 at home. That's
yeah. We'll talk more about it as the week goes on. Celsius, fifth quarter recap. Atticus Tarps Off had a great call the other night as well. Chris had the call of the night.
That was awesome.
The bachelor trip. He was he was feeling him.
I actually ran into him.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. In the jail cell?
No, at the dollhouse.
Oh, yeah? Good deal. You're dancing, right?
Yeah.
How's everything?
Now, welcome to the stage.
Yeah.
J-Bone.
I mean, dude, it's hard being a single parent trying to put yourself through college. So, you got to do all you can do.
Do you think it's classy or trashy? Should I say this or not?
I don't know. I don't think.
It's not that bad.
Let it fly.
I guess you think it's classy because you do it, but you write J on one butt cheek and bone on the other.
It's classy. It's like a name tag.
What's your name? And you just turn around.
You just pull your face.
Oh, is it tattooed? I thought it was paint.
No, it's Sharpie.
Is it one of those henna tattoos?
Yeah.
All right, moving along.
Patch the bone. It's playing it.
Coming to the stage. It says it right there on his butt. J-Boo. All right, moving along from this. Oh, the Violator introduces you to the stage.
Chandler asked me if I was going to watch the game with the Buck, and I was like, I don't even know if I'm going to trivia. Like, I got to lock in, get into game mode. I got to call Violator, got to do my sprints.
Focus in, lock in, J-Bone. Do you do cameos with Violator before the game?
Oh, yeah. I FaceTime him, and he's like, hey, we need to knock this stuff out.
All right, pregame. What a Saturday, man. We're watching Georgia and Tennessee go blow for blow. Like, not one of these early week kind of slobber knocker, low scoring games. This is a points fest.
Touchdown after touchdown.
And we watched that. At the same time, we got the end of West Virginia Pitt. It was all happening at the same time at the very end of the Bud Light pregame tailgate. And I thought it would be cool. I knew he wouldn't answer. But Alex Harper was at the backyard brawl. I was like, what if he's scrolling his phone? There's, they're in a commercial break. Maybe he'll see that I called. We tried to call A-Harp during the Bud Light pregame tailgate. Let's hear that.
West Virginia took the extra point, so we're going OT there probably.
No way Alex Harper answers his phone, would he?
Let's find out.
He's probably looking at something right now, so maybe he'll see that I'm calling him. That would be awesome to get him on.
Your call has been.
That sucks. All right, fellas, while you're here, let's do something constructive and get our fantasy picks in.
All
right. Avery, since you are the... Oh, my God, he's calling.
Oh wait.
Alex!
I cannot hear you.
All right.
This building is as loud as I have ever heard it.
I don't want them to cuss. Don't cuss.
I will talk to you soon.
I will talk to you soon.
And go Pirates. Go Pirates.
Alex Harper live from the stadium in Morgantown. A-Harp.
I think I heard
So did you hear me at all?
No, not really. I didn't hear you at all. I heard you talking. I thought you were asking me about a punt for some reason. Like, why did they punt? Why did they punt? I was like, I don't even know what he's saying. I cannot hear you. That was probably one of, if not the loudest, environments I've ever been in.
That was right after the game tying extra point, and you felt like you were probably going to OT. So that place was rocking and rolling.
That place was ridiculous. And for anyone, if anyone watched the game, the sack of Eli Holstein on third down to make it 4th and 20 it was deafening in there. And it was a magical, beautiful evening.
Did you get onto the field?
No. WVU is not okay with that. I think something happened in the 90s or early 2000s because even in previous years when West Virginia's had a all-time win, they beat number 4 Baylor a couple years ago, nobody storms the field. They had the normal security at the bottom of the gates, and then there was police officers at every single yard line and every pylon. There was not, I think 5 people tried to storm the field, all pepper sprayed and arrested immediately.
Well, I mean, after Kyle Filipowski almost died when Wake Forest rushed to court when they beat Duke.
You still praying for him?
Still praying for Kyle Filipowski.
Good.
That 5'8" white guy who was 145 pounds soaking wet almost killed a 6'9", 240 basketball player. So, yeah, I mean, it's just unsafe.
Well, back in 2008, I'm sure they saw Holly Rowe get trampled by ECU fans.
Against West Virginia.
Against West Virginia. They were like, we cannot let this happen at our place.
I was there for that as well. That was a great night.
Great win for the Rich Rod 2.0 era.
Y'all needed that one big.
Oh, my God.
God, y'all needed that one big.
Hey, man. You said it last week, 3-9, and you beat Pitt in Rich Rod.
Oh, they can lose every game now.
I don't want them to. The entire rest of the season, they're playing with house money. Yeah. If you go 6-6 in the Big 12 and you've beat Pitt, and I was there to witness it, and you've righted one of the worst moments of my life, that's fun. Year 1 with 90 new players. Golly. I am this was the greatest weekend of college football, in a very, very long time.
And, all right, so we know about ECU winning. We know about West Virginia winning. Why else was it the greatest weekend? We'll tell you when we return after this timeout. We've got Greg Wrubell from BYU at 4 o'clock. Got to get to Mack McCarthy, Aundrae Allison as well. Awesome football show for you here on a Monday. I know what I'm doing, Jarrett. You just worry about your dance moves tonight. You working tonight?
No. Raiders play.
All right. Back with you after this.
Hey, Pirate fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. A win isn't a win without the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Proudly distributed locally by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Flatlands Jessup Insurance Group is not your typical insurance company. We're a family-run, independently owned agency that's been trusted throughout eastern North Carolina since 1963. For 60 years, we've proudly served local communities with a passion for customer service that goes beyond simply meeting expectations. My father understood the importance of rolling up his sleeves and going to work to find solutions for his clients, and our team today understands it too. If you contact one of our 6 offices, rest assured that we'll treat you like family, not just a client. Flatlands Jessup Insurance Group, your whole world covered.
We filled the trucks so you'll save big bucks during the Lazy Boy Truckload Sale at Bostic Sugg Furniture. Look for the Lazy Boy truck in our parking lot. It's filled with Lazy Boy furniture at huge savings. Take advantage of big rig discounts of up to 50% off Lazy Boy recliners and motion sofas, Lazy Boy stationary furniture, leather, sectionals, and chairs. But quantities are limited. There's no reorders, no rain checks. So roll in before these savings roll out during the Lazy Boy Truckload Sale at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids.
On October 3rd at Carolina Crossroads, Southern rock legends Leonard Skinner will be performing. Tickets are on sale now at carolinacrossroadsamp.com.
Wings Over Greenville just got bold with their new bourbon barbecue flavor. It's a triple threat, sweet, smoky, and smooth. Download the Wings Over app, enjoy the Frequent Flyer Club, earn points, unlock exclusive deals, and redeem for free food. Save your go-to orders, order ahead, and skip the line. First-time app user, get free boneless wings just for signing up. And when you order delivery through the app, you skip the middleman. No extra fees from third-party apps like Uber Eats or DoorDash. And don't forget, use the promo code PIRATE25 for 10% off your meal. So fly smart. Download the Wings Over app today or order now at wingsover.com. Wings Over, they deliver.
When the truth matters, trust the professionals at Private Eyes. Founded in 1999 by law enforcement officer and military veteran Gary Pastor, Private Eyes specializes in private investigations, executive protection, security, and threat detection services. From individuals, attorneys, and businesses, Private Eyes has the experience, resources, and state-of-the-art technology to uncover answers and protect what matters most. Private Eyes. Professional, discreet, trusted. Call 866-774-3937.
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad!
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
Ahoy, Pirate Nation, it's game day, and there's only one place to go to gear up, UBE. Whether you're tailgating, storming the stadium, or watching the Pirates play from the couch, do it the Pirate way with UBE. We've got the latest and greatest tees, jerseys, and hats from Adidas, Champion, and Lululemon. Don't forget UBE game day buttons, available free to the first 500 customers on game day. Set your course for University Book Exchange or shop 24/7 at pirateware.com.
This is retired ECU baseball player Charlie Yorgan, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, voice of the Pirate Nation.
7 catches in the first half, finished with 11 for over 100, as you said. And Andre, I'm bad about this. I think a lot of folks are.
listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Drive a little and save a lot at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, plus they offer service to all makes and models in a state-of-the-art facility. Drive a little and save a lot with a short trip to Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Highway 264 in Washington at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com. Now, let's take it back in. Here's Clip.
John, I am proud and really upset that I was not involved in the video of the year from Pirate Radio. I had no input on it. I had no idea it was happening. But the video of you coming out of the water was amazing.
Thank you.
So kudos to you, Jenny, Glenn, everybody that put that together.
That was cinema.
Yeah, it was Jenny's idea for me to come out of the water, and I was like, well, what am I going to say? Obviously, I'm going to plug the Bud Light pregame tailgate and then the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. But then I immediately thought about how you guys talked about me walking to Myrtle Beach.
If you had left when you left and walked to Conway, you would have been there by kickoff.
Yeah. And I said, I don't want to do that. I said, I'm going to go to Atlantic Beach. I'm going to stop by King Mac's, have me a nice cold beer, some food on the belly, and then get in the water and swim to Myrtle Beach. And that's what I did.
Great video.
Thank you.
Yesterday, we were celebrating my dad's 70th birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It was yesterday.
Mr. Brock.
We got to hit him
Happy
next year.
belated. Oh, okay.
My mom says to me, and I was shocked by this. My mom loves you, you know?
Oh, yeah, I love her.
She said, I didn't like Chandler's acting in the video. And I was like, are you kidding me? It was one of the best videos ever. She said, well, he should have acted like he was more tired. And I was like, Mom.
Well, how about you do it next time, Pam? How about that?
Damn, Pam.
You get in the water, Pam.
I was shocked that she would say, I was like, Mom, I thought he did a pretty good job. She wanted you to be freaking De Niro. I said, Mom, if he really did it, he'd be dead. He'd be floating in the water.
Yeah.
I
should have got that.
So I thought you did
just
great.
wasn't sold on it, Clip.
But she, you took her completely out of the video.
You didn't make her feel.
Yeah. So she's got very high standards for your acting ability, apparently.
Yeah.
Good acting is reacting.
I got nominated for a Grammy, by the way. Or
did you sing during it? I missed that part.
I did. I sang Under the Sea.
Oh, it was a musical.
Under the Sea. I meant Emmy. So
Emmy. All right, Alex Harper, before we went to break, you said this is one of the best college football weekends of your personal life ever.
Yes.
Your alma mater wins in blowout fashion, shutout fashion. Your favorite childhood team wins against their rival in comeback dramatic overtime fashion.
And I was in the building.
And you were there. What else happened?
The Dabo Swinney dynasty is officially over. I hate that guy. And I love Georgia Tech beating him. I said last week I thought Haynes King was a better quarterback than Cade Klubnik, and that is very true.
Cade is bad.
He's terrible. The whole Clemson offense is terrible.
Offense is awful.
I am so happy.
They just kept running the same stuff.
I'm so happy that we don't have to deal with Clemson for a while.
This was foretold before the season started by one Jackson, a.k.a. Maxon, and I will give him his flowers. He said Clemson was dead. Not that Clemson would lose a game or two and limp into the playoffs. Not that Clemson will, have a ho-hum, win the ACC, but not really impressive. He said they are dead, done, dusted, and he was 100% right.
Look, not to get Maxon too big-headed. He did also tell me that I shouldn't worry because Ohio is actually a good football team.
West Virginia still stinks. I mean,
they do.
You're going to pull out everything you got in a rivalry game.
Yes, I agree. They do, but they did win, and that was my biggest worry. And Ohio was only down 4 to Ohio State at halftime.
Well, Tim Albin built that program up very well and left it better than he found it. I will say that.
Yes.
Jackson, congratulations. Gave you your flowers on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. We'll give you some more today. Congratulations.
I would say Clemson's in critical condition. I mean, they could still rattle off. I don't think they will, just based off how they look. But I mean, their 2 losses are to the number 3 team in the nation and a team that should have been ranked before this win. So they're very much bad, but
they're bad for
I've seen
Clemson's
crazier things
recent
happen.
standards.
Yeah.
Yes. 100%.
It's kind of so we've got Notre Dame at 0-2. Clemson has 2 losses. Alabama, Texas, Michigan, Tennessee, and I realize they've played some good teams, but all those teams have losses. It could be one of those years. Like we could have, we'll talk about it with Mac later. How many 2-loss teams will be in the college football playoff? Will there be multiple 3-loss teams? I think there'll be at least one.
I think your contenders are like Alabama, Clemson. So if there's a 3-loss team, it's because they won the conference championship.
And you kind of have to lose early, too, if you're going to be one of those teams.
And for the broad landscape of college football, this year is really fun because, I mean, there is not one team that looks like significantly better than everybody else.
And just when you think you point, so is Ohio State that team?
Yeah.
What was the final against Ohio? I didn't even
37-9.
Yeah, I saw it was like 28-9 or something.
I mean, right now, they could be that team. I mean, who are the other contenders?
They have earned, obviously, the number 1 rank in the country, beating Texas in week 1.
I mean, LSU's good, but they apparently can't.
Are they good?
I don't believe. Apparently they can't
good?
run the ball. I don't know. I just saw Brian Kelly yelling at that guy.
Oh, dude!
And I'm like,
what
okay,
a prick.
I feel so bad. That was a valid question.
Huh? I don't think you say that.
What are we talking about?
Brian Kelly yelling at the reporter, and the reporter was getting a little snippy, and I'm like, all right, calm down, dude. And then Brian Kelly like accosted him, called him spoiled, and it's like, well, now you're in the wrong.
Yes.
Well, Brian Kelly's always in the wrong.
Well, yeah, I mean, he made a guy climb a tower in a hurricane. And that guy's no longer with us. So,
but Clip, you didn't see that question.
Brian Kelly's always wrong.
So the first was it the first?
It was
question?
the first question.
The very first question. The media guy, he was a little snarky, but he essentially asked, like, even though you guys won, like, are there still question marks about the offense?
That's
a valid question.
He barely even got his
put
question
20
out.
up on Florida, and Brian Kelly just kind of like
they showed the offensive sequence. It was punt, turnover, punt, field goal, punt, field goal. Like it was bad.
Yeah.
Brian Kelly just buried that poor media guy, like, in front of everybody.
That guy will be just fine.
And I mean,
He
kind
will.
of from a coach standpoint, you just went through a war, not a real war, but for football terms, a war, and it's right after it, and you picked up a win, so you're feeling good. And to get a negative question, I know why you would feel that way.
Yeah, you got to save that for the weekly press conference.
But Brian Kelly just doesn't have a good track record, so like I'm not going to give him the benefit of the doubt on most things.
And they need to execute. Was he the one that said they need to execute?
He tried to tell a joke that a coach said and just had poor delivery. He needs to keep that to the comedians or the coaches that can deliver it properly.
And with his history, I don't think execute is the right word.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's the same. He's the same coach that said we need to execute them all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, great. What a guy.
Chandler just said that.
Oh, my bad.
That's all right. All right. Anything else happen to make this one of the best college football weekends in your life?
Okay. Oh, my bad. Yeah.
Pirates, Mountaineers, Dabo.
Pirates doing everything they needed to do.
And
Mountaineers.
Did Central win?
They did. They won by 30. They won by 30 to a D2 school, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. Fly, Eagles, fly.
And you're still looking forward to some more football too.
Absolutely. And the Bucks play tonight. Dude,
off.
come on. I mean, come on. Yeah. I'm on a football high right now. The 2 darkest moments of my football life in a 10-month span. They haven't been erased because it'll always be there, but they have been. The book has been closed.
Well,
on those 2 things.
I am very happy for my friend Alex Harper and the feelings he's having because personally, my football season is about to end. Jaden Daniels may not play this weekend.
Why?
He's got an MRI. He's banged up.
Did that happen against the Packers?
Yeah, he was limping around a little bit. We thought it was a pimp. It was a limp. So he's not going to play. Pirates are going to lose to BYU, and all this excitement will be over.
What in the world? What are we doing?
I'll tell you what I'm doing.
Life is good, dude. It's all Jalen Daniels. His MRA is going to come back. He's going to be just fine.
Jalen Daniels' MRA is probably fine since he's the quarterback of Kansas.
And MRA is not a thing.
Jaden Daniels. I'm sorry.
Alex, you have to understand that you say we're fine. You're fine.
Yeah.
You don't represent me or anybody or everybody else. You're great.
And congratulations for that.
And I just said I'm happy for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
But we want to die.
I'm trying to give you some of my positivity.
Well, Chandler needs it too because his football team sucks. And if you come out of that game feeling good about the Panthers, you are a giant sucker and deserve everything you get moving forward.
Here's the thing. Chandler doesn't have any hope. That franchise is over.
No, but you know
you
what?
have hope.
I don't. No, I don't. No. I have no hope. But I tell you what, I got.
Don't say it, Unc.
Get that rope.
Thank you, Unc. Chandler, no way you feel good about what happened yesterday.
Hey, X, man, ask me how I'm doing, X.
Yeah, Chandler wants to talk to
Ask me how I'm doing, X.
Talk to X real quick. Can we hear from him?
Xavier.
We're going to wait.
Xavier, I need you to ask me how I'm doing.
You should have set this up.
What's up, Chandler? How you?
Not good, buddy. Not good. You stink.
He does.
X, you stink.
He stinks.
And your effort is bad. We're doing a hurry-up offense yesterday. We have the ball. Touchdown wins the game. We're trying to hurry up. This guy's walking. We saw it last week that he was walking around, missed a block because he was mad about something. 8 targets. And get this, folks. Guys, -2 yards. Oh, my God. This was our first-round pick last year. We traded into the first round to get him. And he stinks. He can't get open. And when he does catch on the sideline, he is not aware where he's at on the field. It's just like, I don't know. I don't know if his head got too big in the offseason because, I mean, he did, blow up with his Kentucky Derby appearance. He's in a music video with Glorilla. Like, I don't know. Okay. I don't know, man.
Okay, so
that's a sentence I never thought I'd hear from Chandler or anybody.
Yeah, Glow.
Let me try to give you some positivity. Okay?
Oh, my God,
Do
man.
you think it's possible that walk with me for a second. Do you think it's possible that the rest of the receiving core is so god awful that the defense, their whole game plan is just stop that guy?
No,
he can't get open.
No.
Hunter Renfrow had some good catches yesterday.
Yeah.
Ted is good.
T-Mac is unbelievable. He is awesome.
All right, I tried to give you an out.
Yeah, but that was
and maybe that has something to do with his attitude.
Nobody's focusing in on Xavier Legette.
I'm still new to this NFL thing. Okay, I'm still learning.
He's not good. He's terrible, and I hate it because I've grown to like him more so for his personality and
he
off the
seems
field.
like he's a good guy.
And he's a good guy. But man, I don't know if it's we got T-Mac and he's like, man, I'm no longer the number one guy, but. And even like they're showing Bryce on the sideline, he's just sitting there, not even looking at a playbook, not looking at the little screen things, not talking to anybody, just sitting there. And we saw enough of that with Cam where he threw an interception and he goes and puts his towel on his head and pouts and does all that.
Big difference. Cam was an MVP. Bryce Young sucks.
Yeah, Bryce, I mean, it seems like Bryce is better in this up-tempo offense. Like we were just very smooth. But like the pre-snap confusion still happened yesterday. A lot of, confusion up front. We lose Robert Hunt and Austin Corbett for probably months, maybe even the whole year. So it's just frustrating, man. And it's just bad. It's just so bad.
What a ref show in that final minute.
Oh God.
Oh look, I don't know you weren't there, but I was sitting there. The roughing the passer call in football, especially the NFL, it's ridiculous.
Getting out of hand.
Yeah.
The hit on Bryce Young yesterday that extended our drive. I even said, look, I'm happy that they called this because it's for the Panthers. Yeah. But my God, dude, if I'm an Arizona Cardinals fan, I would have been so mad.
It was just like the refs were trying to get Carolina into that game, and then Carolina would get like a 15-yard penalty, and they screw it up by getting a penalty on themselves.
Yeah.
And also, Kyler Murray has not grown at all. I'm not even talking about height.
Physically?
No. Like, he is doing the same stupid stuff he's done throughout his career. And it's like, at some point, you figure year 7, a number 1 overall pick would not make stupid decisions like he did on that interception the Panthers got, but he's still doing the same crap.
Well, it sounds like to me, Xavier Legette, Bryce Young, Kyler Murray need to be coached up. And we've got these guys are not real. Those coaches are not real.
Is not real.
They show Canales and the Arizona coach
Jonathan Gannon.
They're AI. They're not. They're like models.
Yeah.
They're not real football coaches. I don't know where they came from. I don't know who they are. They're not football coaches.
I will give Jonathan Gannon more credit than Dave Canales, because Jonathan Gannon has done a great job with that Arizona defense, and Kyler Murray's not his guy. But at year 3, this is probably the last year of Kyler Murray if they're not at least in the playoff hunt.
I don't want my coach looking like he's from
GQ magazine.
Yeah. My coach needs to be a little fat, a little ugly.
A little old.
You want Biff Poggi?
No.
He wants Andy Reid.
Well, I was going to say, like, those coaches might as well be Biff Poggi, but
he wins.
Biff Poggi beat me twice.
Biff Poggi saved the Michigan program.
Biff Poggi owns you.
He does.
He is your daddy.
Biff Poggi is my daddy.
I've met your dad, but not your real dad.
Biff Poggi is my daddy. I will say it on the air. It is okay.
You could have said father or something.
I own it. I can't say no. I will,
By the way, he beat Mike Houston twice. Somebody said in the chat, Mike Houston, he said it would be funny. I don't know if funny's the word, but said, like, wouldn't it be funny if Mike Houston got fired for a volunteer job at Clemson? Because they've lost 2 games already. Alex did kind of laugh, but it wouldn't be funny. But that kind of sucks for him. No comment?
Look, this show, the public listens. I'm trying to be a better person, so we're just gonna move on.
Okay.
What is that? I don't know what that means.
What?
But,
Scott in the comment section, man. Look, he says my Dolphins are unwatchable, and our coach looks lost on the sideline with. Well, I ain't gonna say that word. And sunglasses.
The best way to
You're
win.
not gonna say the word knickers?
No.
But he wears like capri pants.
Yeah.
They're not real pants.
But Scott, look, I want to say this.
The best way to win is to try not to lose.
Yeah, what a guy.
But look,
I'm not gonna say the K word.
But look, guys, let's get level.
Okay.
We need to get level. Because I do want to say this. And I'm not sitting here looking for pity. I'm not. But I'm tired. Look, I am going through football hell right now.
Mm-hmm.
My team is so bad. There's people that actually think and want the Panthers to be gone. They just say, look, the Panthers need to just go. They need to let the Panthers go.
The Panthers.
So you can talk about your Dolphins, but the Dolphins have been in contention in the last 5 years.
Yeah, but they are the worst team in football right now.
Right, and that's whatever.
That's not going to make Chandler.
That's not going to make me feel any better. But I have to sit here and watch every single Sunday, and have watched every single Sunday for the past 6-7 years. It's been unbearable.
Honestly,
I'm listening to
Dolphins haven't won.
And I'm listening to Zach Kaplan's ass yesterday talking about how bad his team sucks and how miserable he is. He had 20 years of just unbelievable football and championships, and his team won the game yesterday.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of hearing that. Any Panthers fan is in absolute hell right now.
Yeah. Still better than the Dolphins. They haven't won a playoff game in 20
Shut up!
I mean, what contention have they been in?
Shut up? I'm being serious.
What contention have they been in?
It doesn't matter. He's talking about how bad the Panthers suck.
We are bad.
They've been to a Super Bowl in the last 10 years.
Well, yeah, Jared, there's worse things happening. There's people being kidnapped right now across the world. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about how bad the Panthers are.
We are bad.
Yeah.
And been consistently bad.
He wants somebody to join in on consoling him.
We haven't been anywhere near over 5 wins in the last 6-7 years.
Jared's a Raiders fan. I mean, your team sucks.
I have no sympathy
why
for
are you
anybody.
sitting there keep saying that? You're saying that to piss me off.
I'm not saying that. I just think comparing it to the Dolphins was a little, like, they're worse.
Well, I'm saying Dolphins is because Scott's on here saying that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, just...
Chandler.
You have to understand.
I understand.
Are you
each
crying?
week. I'm probably.
Turn the cameras off. Turn the cameras off.
Chandler.
It's bad. And I don't know why I do this to myself. I put on that Kuechly jersey every Sunday. And I don't understand why I do it, but I do it.
You know what you need to do? Pull a Luke Kuechly and retire. Get out of it. Chandler, you said something about the team moving. Really, I don't know how the soccer team is, but I think they should just get rid of all the teams in Charlotte.
Not moving. Yeah. They think the NFL should take away the Panthers completely. Not relocate. They're like, just get rid of the Panthers. That's how bad, because the NFL's not getting anything from us.
Work for the Browns.
Chad has a comment. Titans are pretty bad, too. Your thoughts?
Yeah, okay. Y'all can all sit there and say your team's bad. Well, guess what? My team is really, really bad, and I need you to pray for me.
There it is. We'll take a break, have one more segment here in hour number 1. Back with you after this.
Motor Company and Greenville Auto World, two names that are synonymous with top quality sales and service in Pitt County for over 47 years. And Brian Cook joins us now. And Brian, talk about your philosophy when it comes to previously owned cars, trucks, SUVs, even hybrids now.
Yeah, we're going to shop all over the Southeast, trying to keep a good mix of inventory. And from there, we want to offer a top quality product to use through warranties and finance that we can provide.
Try us, trust us at driveherenow.com.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
Looking for something better than bottled water? Reach for Chili Water. Pure, ice-cold refreshment straight from the Black Creek Aquifer right here in Eastern North Carolina. No plastic bottles, just clean, crisp water in ocean-friendly cans because you deserve better. Made by Carolina Ice Company, 3 generations deep, and named for a local legend who loved fishing, music, and the great outdoors. And now, Chili Water is shipping 12-packs straight to your door. Every can helps protect the water we all love. Chili Water. The good water in your hand.
Yeah. Get your game faces on, Pirates. It's Lindsey Gray with Carolina Caliber. It's time to blast the cannons in the stands and the fields, if you know what I mean. We're flying into Duff season with shotguns galore and shells for days. Don't miss out on Beretta's rebates on 17 different models of long guns and handguns. Get up to $350 back. Get ready for hunting season with the best deals around and the largest selection of firearms and accessories in Eastern NC. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
This is Dr. Hode from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are here.
The pilot can't steer?
No, Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
That's worse.
Jimmy John's new hot sandwiches are finally here.
Get ready for a crispier, crunchier, meltier, gooier Jimmy John's experience. Toasted sandwiches are here. Try the brand new toasted category or get any sandwich in the favorites category toasted to golden perfection. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson and online at jimmyjohns.com. Go Pirates!
This is Aundrae Allison, the first receiver to catch 1,000 in ECU history. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs. You can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation. GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. Contact the professionals at CopyPro, where they promise fast 3-hour service on all of your office printing devices. Contact CopyPro today for a free office printing analysis to help you cut costs and boost efficiency. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 756-3175. Now, let's take it back in. Here.
Welcome back into the program. Clip Rock, Maxon, Claire.
Don't talk to me.
J-Bone, Chandler.
You.
A-Harp.
Yes. The building.
We are talking about how bad the Panthers are. Jamie, congratulations. Colts, a winner.
Daniel Jones MVP.
Daniel Jones is balling.
This is our Colts. This is our team.
We
bleed blue.
Who would have thought it was just a quarterback problem? Anthony Richardson sucks.
The Colts didn't win that game yesterday.
No, they did not.
The Colts did not win that game. The Broncos and the Cardinals choked too. Can you choke and still win? Because the Cardinals had an epic choke.
Yeah, that should not have been close at the end.
But the Broncos, what they did yesterday, it pissed me off. Bo Nix throwing a stupid interception in the red zone when you could get points. Brutal. They get into the red zone. They go backwards with all these penalties. They get a pretty good third down play, and then their kicker misses a chip shot field goal. So then the Colts go down the field, miss a field goal, but the idiots get a flag on the play. Colts kick it. Colts win. It was just an amazing recipe by a Super Bowl winning Hall of Fame coach, Sean Payton, and his idiots on the field. A tremendous choke job by Denver, and I will never bet on them or believe in them ever again this season.
Wow. After tonight, September 15th, around 10:30 Pacific time, the Raiders will be 2-0 and in sole possession of the lead of the AFC West.
Do you really believe that?
Yes.
Because I want to ride with you tonight. I want to take the Raiders, but I think they're going to lose.
I feel I never feel like this on game days. I'm normally depressed, and I'm a beam of light today.
You feel like I did last Thursday.
Ooh.
Before the Commanders went out and laid a giant egg.
And look, hey, it may happen. The Chargers are a good team. I will give them their due respect. We'll see where they end up Week 18. But, I have the full confidence that the Raiders will win. It's Pete Carroll's 74th birthday. It's the home opener.
Dan
Raider
birthday
Nation.
was last Thursday.
Really?
Yep.
Dang.
A lot of similarities.
Raider Nation is going to be in full effect. There's going to be a stabbing in the parking lot.
That means it's game day.
Yeah. There's going to be.
If there's not, I'm definitely not betting on the Raiders.
Two-leg parlay, Raiders, Bucks.
Yeah, I like that.
I love these
Those are my
games tonight.
picks. I like the Bucks a lot tonight. I mean, it's based off what the Texans did last week, but I think just roster comparison, the Bucks have the better one.
I'm going to enjoy being new to the NFL fan stuff like while it lasts, because I think every single game for me is going to be I have no idea what to expect.
Yeah,
and that's fun.
Like you guys, I think all three of you, is it safe to say everyone thinks the Bucks are going to win tonight?
I think,
because I thought, like, just from what little information I have about it, I thought the Bucks were going to get absolutely steamrolled tonight.
I think I'm going to bet on the Texans.
Okay, yeah.
Like 0-1.
It's just, I mean, the Texans cannot protect C.J. Stroud. I think the Bucks have the better.
But
weapons.
they're not the Protexans.
That's pretty good. That's good. It's not the best pun on this show. We'll hear that coming up in the Mack McCarthy interview.
When's you done?
I like the Bucks. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to.
I'm done.
This guy ever done?
This guy, shut up.
He won't. But no, I have a question for you.
Two questions.
When's the last time you guys had a bad beat?
The Broncos yesterday.
Well, Brian Thomas Jr. hit the jugs machine, brother, till you pass out. I had a 50-50 parlay yesterday. Jahmyr Gibbs, 50 rushing yards. Bam, got it. Jackson Smith and Jigba, receiving yards, 50 plus or more. Bam, got it. Brian Thomas Jr. receiving yards, 49.5 or more. 49 yards! And he had a chance to eclipse that, but dropped the open pass.
And his coach
wide open.
Happy. His coach was not happy.
Wide open and dropped it.
Basically, without saying it, said that he was a wimp.
Yeah. So
sorry, John.
Yep.
Well, the last time I got hosed on a bet was week 1 of NFL Sunday. The Pirate Radio boys 4-leg parlay. That was the last time I got hosed on a bet. But
I did the ghost leg, so I won.
I didn't know that was. I'm also new to the gambling world, so I didn't know that was a thing. I just bet it.
It's a new thing. So.
Okay.
Alex, we will talk to you. Bud Light pregame tailgate coming up Saturday.
Yes.
Your thoughts on ECU BYU as we sit here on a Monday?
I am so excited for this game. I haven't seen much of BYU. I will watch the tape and get ready for the pregame tailgate.
Well, there hasn't been much. They played an FCS team and they beat Stanford. And that's it.
But I'll tell you this. Dowdy Ficklin Stadium better be sold out on Saturday.
True freshman on the road in this environment.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And Kim, when was the last game that had this level of importance in Dowdy Ficklin Stadium?
State season opener?
State season opener. And I was going to say, I want to see, no open seats. And I don't think we haven't seen that since that state game.
Well, like the Emmys last night, we need seat fillers.
Yeah.
If you get up to go to the bathroom, we need somebody sitting here.
Exactly. I want to see 0 empty seats, everybody wearing gold. It's the painted gold game, right?
Yeah, wear your gold.
Wear gold.
It'd be
Don't
cool
be a
if ECU
stooge.
provided the gold, but
Yeah, don't be a stooge. Wear your gold. Be loud. And I'm expecting a huge win for East Carolina. I think this is the tone setter to really just shoot the Blake Harrell-led Pirates off to the moon. It starts this Saturday.
Strap a rocket to this team.
Hey,
Strap a rocket to this team because the Pirates are here.
We won the Fulcrum game. This is the FM game. I need to say that off air so we can beep it because I think it's a pretty good line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have Zach Kaplan say it. I feel like that'd be funnier.
All right. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you.
We'll talk some BYU football. Greg Wrubell joins us after this timeout.
Good news, Greenville. Free Boot Friday is back September 19th, and we're keeping the fun going with live music from Trainwreck. Join us in downtown Greenville from 5:30 to 8 p.m. at the 5 Points Plaza for a free family-friendly event. We'll have plenty of beer and wine and other drinks provided by Carolina Eagle, plus sup crushes from Crush Distillery, and plenty of activities for the kids as we have the new look Kids Zone, plus food from great local vendors. Free Boot Friday returns September 19th, featuring Trainwreck, only in downtown Greenville.
The stifling heat of summer, the bitter cold of winter. What do they have in common? The extreme temperatures of both force your home's heating and cooling system to work overtime to keep you comfortable. And that can cost you a lot of money. Fortunately, your neighbors at Greenville Utilities have several ways you can save energy. And that means saving you money on your utility bills. Just go to GUC.com and look for ways to save. That's GUC.com.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Beauty Bar Medi Spa offers non-surgical aesthetics. Our expert team of licensed professionals is dedicated to offering personalized solutions giving you stunning natural-looking results. Fall into beauty with our biggest sale of the year starting September 15th. Enjoy exclusive savings and products including Botox, Xeomin, dermal fillers, laser treatments, hydrofacials, and more. Don't miss out on this incredible sale September 15th through September 26th. Beauty Bar Medi Spa is located on 1021 Red Banks Road. For more information on all of our services, visit beautybarmedispa.com. Fall into beauty and mark your calendars. Go Pirates!
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it?
Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. We buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no-obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting Pirates.
Jeff Stein here at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Brown & Wood's award-winning service department is open Monday through Friday. And don't forget, we have free pickup and drop-off. Every customer, when you come in for service, heavy repair, maintenance, it doesn't matter. You get a free car wash, dry, and vacuum. We've also got Tom Brown's favorite tagline, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back. Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where all the locals go for Mexican food and fun. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's for the Gulp of Mexico every Tuesday. A huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $8.99. Wednesdays, all Mexican imports are only $2.99. On Thursdays, it's half-price house margaritas. For Mexican food and fun, it's gotta be Chico's in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Now, back into clip.
Yeah, thank you, Jackson. Great intro back into the program. Intern Claire here as well. Jared Watkins, Chandler Honeycutt, Shirley Rhodes. Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live, and a big week, a fun week, as we will continue to build the drama for ECU and BYU, which should be a great crowd Saturday night, 7:30 at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. ESPN2 Under the Lights. Our pregame coverage begins 3:30 Saturday on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. Greg Wrubell will be on the call for BYU in that showdown, and he joins us now on the Turner Home Team live line. Greg, we appreciate you joining us. Haven't had this meeting between the teams in a few years, so good to get these two back on the football field. How you doing?
Doing well. My pleasure to be with you again. And yeah, it's been a few years. 2022 at BYU. Prior to that, 2017 down in Greenville, and then 2015 back at BYU when the series began. So they've met 3 times, and as you know, ECU's won 2 of 3.
And the 2 meetings in Provo have been awesome. Split those 2. ECU kind of took care of BYU early days. I think Kalani Satake was just getting things right there, and boy, does he have it going right for this 2025 meeting. But Greg, let's talk about where the Cougars are right now. Beat up on an FCS opponent, put up a ton of points in that one, and then knocking off Stanford, and then a bye week, a very early bye week. And we had Robert in our I saw this, Robert. I didn't read it on the show Saturday night. We were going through all the calls on the U.S. Sailor 5th quarter, but several times he put, hey, could the bye week, he was trying to spin it as a positive for ECU. Could the bye week maybe get BYU off their rhythm, off their momentum, and East Carolina playing 3 straight weeks? Could it be a factor? Could it be a positive for ECU? I don't know one way or the other, Greg, but how about the bye week this early in the season? What do you think about it from BYU's standpoint?
Yeah, a little unusual. Feels a little weird. We just got kind of going, and then now we're taking a week off. Yeah, I think both teams will try and interpret it in the way that reflects most positively on their team, and you have to do that with your guys for sure. But yeah, I think it's interesting in that we're almost a month into the season now, and I don't know that we yet know who this BYU team is, because of the way they handled Portland State in Game 1. That's not a very good FCS program. Maybe a little more after Saturday's Boston College-Stanford game. BYU beat Stanford handily 27-3 and could have won that thing in the 40s, I think. And so then you wonder, well, how good is Stanford? Because they went into the BC game 0-2, but then they actually looked decent against Boston College, ran the ball well, and so maybe you know a little bit more about BYU, especially defensively. But I really do think it's still a little bit of a mystery as to what this BYU team is going to look like, beyond the fact that I think we do know the defense is very stout and very solid, and I think Coach Harrell referenced that today when he talked with the media.
Greg, BYU 26th in the nation, if you want to look at it that way. They are the top receiving vote getter outside of the top 25. We projected them being top 25, even top 20 before the season when they would hit Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. We thought they'd be 2-0. We thought they'd have a number beside their name. That was before the quarterback switch and the Retzloff going from Provo to Nollins, which he's doing a great job there at Tulane, of course. But is that the reason? Like, we're only 3 weeks in. The polls are what they are at this point. It all settle itself out later. But do you think that's why BYU maybe isn't a top 25 team right now, just because of the quarterback move right before the start of the season?
Yeah, that was basically it. I mean, they were top 15 to end last season. The only change was they lost their quarterback, and so I think a lot of voters kind of bailed on BYU at that point. So they're having to kind of get brought back into the fold, and 2-0 hasn't done it yet for the voters. But I think, I mean, honestly, it'll never happen, but I really do wish we wouldn't see the polls until the last week of September. I think you've got to play a month. We don't know, you know, who anybody is until you've played a few games, and so it just kind of, you know, it kind of bothers me because certain teams, you know, get a pass, and it affects the overall picture of things. I mean, it does. Whether you say it does or doesn't, it really does. Just the fact that a team is present in the polls gives them an edge when it comes to the conversation.
Yeah.
And I think the conversation is not even valid until we've played at least 3 or 4 games.
And it's great. I love it preseason to look at a poll, but maybe not be an actual factor in what happens at the end of the year. If Greg Wrubell wants to make his poll, I will take a glance at it and I will talk about it. But should what people say in August matter once we get to December, that one team has a little bit of an edge over another because of 3 months ago? Yeah, I agree with you from that standpoint for sure. Greg, BYU's always played kind of a national schedule, and then, you know, when they're in the Mountain West, it gets a little more regionalized, and then the move to the Big 12, that's kind of spread out across the country. So making these road trips, you know, if it was another team, might be a bigger deal heading all the way east. But is it kind of less of a big deal maybe for BYU just because they've always played kind of a national schedule?
Yeah, I think it is. I think the independence era for BYU had them, you know, traveling all around the country. It's such a steady clip that, you know, long road trips or 2 time zone trips aren't as big a deal maybe as they used to be. Plus the fact that BYU can draw from essentially every community and find some fans in the stands. That's going to help too. You never feel like you're in you know, entirely enemy territory when you're BYU, because you know the BYU fans are found everywhere, and so they pretty much know that no matter whose building they go into, they'll have a pocket of royal blue there in the stands, or maybe even a bigger swath of blue, depending on how many tickets are available. I think that's comforting for the program as well. So yeah, it's been a national program for a while. The name is national. The independence era forced BYU to be more national, and even though BYU's in the Big 12, they still get, you know, there are East Coast teams in the Big 12. BYU still does a ton of traveling, and they're quite used to it by now.
Greg Wrubell joining us. Greg, you referenced the last time these two teams met. Holton Ahlers joins us on the show, and you know, and I asked him his memories of ECU BYU. It was one of the ugliest walk-off game-winning kicks in ECU history, but we'll take it because it went in. And he also says, I remember asking myself, who is this Puka Nakua guy that's making all these catches? Well, now we know who Puka Nakua is. So who's the next? Is there another star on this team we'll be talking about on Saturday night, Greg? Who are the skill guys, and how's the quarterback looking so far? How about this BYU offense?
Yeah, Puka had a decent game in 2022. He had a touchdown, caught 7 balls, ran 3 times, and everyone knows who Puka Nakua is now. It's kind of interesting too. You think about it, you know, Puka's right in the conversation for, you know, best wide receiver in the NFL. Fred Warner is arguably the best linebacker in the NFL. They're both BYU guys of recent vintage, too. So I know BYU fans are super proud of what those two are doing. And when Taysom Hill is healthy, he's a pretty special player, too. And there's really no one like Taysom Hill out there. And so I think BYU kind of looks at Taysom and Puka and Fred as kind of the big three right now of BYU guys that have made good at the next level. And certainly we hope Taysom gets back and healthy soon. But
let me throw in a Jamal Williams, because I was always a fan of his as well in the NFL.
In fact, Jamal just stopped by our broadcast booth a couple of weeks ago.
Awesome.
He's not currently with a team, but it was only a couple of years ago. He was, breaking Barry Sanders' records for touchdowns in the season with the Lions. So, Jamal had a great run as well. And so, it's been a lot of fun to watch those guys go on and really progress at the next level for sure. As for the current crew, Chase Roberts is kind of the guy. And that's where BYU wants to see the ball go to at wide receiver. Their top tight end is a kid named Carson Ryan. Ryan was a UCLA and then a Utah player, and he's now transferred to BYU. So I think I won't be surprised at all if by the end of the year, Chase Roberts and Carson Ryan are 1-2 in targets and catches for BYU. The run game has been the bread and butter through 2 games, and L.J. Martin is the man right there. He's had back-to-back 100-yard games. L.J. will be the workhorse for offensive coordinator Aaron Roderick. And so between Chase Roberts and Carson Ryan and L.J. Martin, those are kind of your big three at wide receiver, tight end, and running back. And, of course, the quarterback makes it all go is the freshman, Bear Bachmeier. Bear's got a unique name, and he's got an even more unique number. Coach Harrell referenced it today, but he wears number 47. And it'll be a conversation point every time BYU takes the field. So the true freshman, Bear Bachmeier, and yes, Bear's brother's on the team, and Bear's brother's name is Tiger. So you got a bear and a tiger playing for the Cougars this Saturday in Greenville.
Love it. Love unique names. Love unique numbers. We had a number 47 just hang it up last year. Rajay Harris, great running back at ECU, and now we'll be looking at a 47 on the BYU side of things. How about that? How has he kind of handled things so far as a true freshman? Kind of, this will be a tough test for a true freshman. Enemy territory Saturday night, ESPN2. How's his nerves so far, Greg? Or do you need to see it Saturday night before you answer that?
Well, the fact he won the job already tells you a lot about him, because he was having to beat out guys who had FBS starts and FBS wins, and he beat them both out. And so that alone tells you kind of what they think they've got in him. And composure is one of his strong suits. Really mature, presenting guy. Kind of plays a little older than his chronological age, if you look at him and how he carries himself, plus his body health. So he's 6'2", 220. He's a solid-looking true freshman out there. He's a unique specimen. I just don't know that, well, first of all, you got to go back to the fact that BYU in its football history has never, ever started a true freshman in a season opener before this year. So he was already kind of making history that way. But, he looks right at home. But as Coach Harrell said today with the media press conference, hasn't had to do much yet. He's been at home. The games have been comfortable leads. The run game's been working so well. What has he really had to do to this point? Well, Coach Harrell hopes to make him do maybe a little more Saturday night at Dowdy-Ficklin. He's throwing a good number. He's 63%, hasn't thrown a pick yet. He's thrown for 3 touchdowns. He's run for 3 touchdowns. Again, he can take a hit. Solid-looking kid. But, we find out more about him every time a new opponent comes along, and certainly taking his game on the road for the first time will be a factor, as BYU has not played a road game yet. They'll go back-to-back Greenville and then Boulder, Colorado, before they go back home, and then they're back out on the road. So 3 of the next 4 will be road games for BYU and Bear Bachmeier.
Greg Wrubell joining us on the Turner Home Team Live Line. And Greg, we'll have Aundrae Allison on the show later, former ECU wide receiver. He had an interesting perspective on BYU because he was at Georgia Military College back in the early to mid-2000s, said that they, with their collection of players, would play other schools' JV teams, and actually went to Provo and played against BYU, and said it was a different brand of football. It was so disciplined. He talked about just the size of the guys, and he said it definitely caught him off guard when they went out there and played BYU. And my first thought with BYU is kind of the physical lines, and my biggest concern is our run game against BYU and their D-line. So is this another kind of traditional big, front for BYU? How's the defense this year? Is that maybe the strength of this Cougars team?
Well, it's a defense that a lot lost a lot of personnel from last year on the D-line, but I don't think they've struggled too much to replace it to this point. I like the defense. They got a transfer from Utah named Keanu Tanuvasa. So Tanuvasa and John Talmoe-Peau are the inside tackles, and then Viliami Pouha and Logan Lutui are the outside ends. And so that's your starting front four, and they hope to get back soon an important piece to this puzzle. His name is Justin Kirkland, and he is a defensive lineman from Oklahoma State. He played 2 years at OSU. A year before that at Utah Tech, so he was actually in the state of Utah, and he's been banged up, not able to play yet. Once they get Justin Kirkland back, they'll be even more stout in the middle. But you've got to go to the linebacker crew behind those linemen to find the strength of this BYU team, and that's where Isaiah Glasker and Jack Kelly on the outside are the true forces there. These are special linebackers and helping BYU to some pretty phenomenal numbers at this point. It's only 2 games, and one of the games was an FCS team, and so I think it's way too small a sample size yet to say too much about what this team will ultimately be defensively. But the numbers right now are kind of eye-popping, and so they'll regress as the season goes along. But I really do think that by the end of the year, we'll look back on this team and say that Jay Hill's defense, the coordinator Jay Hill, the defense was the strength of this squad.
Greg Wrubell joining us. Greg, as you said, BYU fans show up, so there's going to be some blue amongst the gold and purple. It's a gold out for ECU. Hopefully fans participate, but if not, it'll be a lot of purple, gold, and a smattering of blue because Cougars fans are everywhere, and we're expecting a fun one. What kind of game are you expecting on Saturday night? Looks like the line is shifted from kind of 8.5, 7.5, somewhere around there, so a touchdown game. How about you, Greg? What kind of game are you anticipating this Saturday night?
Well, I know it's the first time that ECU's played BYU since their move to the Big 12, and so BYU should be a little better prepared in all facets, as a power conference program. But fact remains, they've played ECU 3 times and lost 2 of the 3. And if you combine all 3 games together, ECU has outscored BYU, ECU has outgained BYU. ECU has been the match for BYU, and the Cougs haven't won in Greenville, right? Just the one trip, but it was not a good night back in 2017. And so I don't have anything positive or a lot of positive to go off of right now. The one win I called was 10 years ago. So I'm expecting a battle, and I think it's an interesting immediate contrast because ECU is throwing it a ton, and BYU's running it a ton. And ECU is going fast, and BYU slows it down. So we can look at these 2 things and say there's direct contrasts, and which side is able to hold its sway, maybe the one that has the edge at the end of the day. That BYU wants to see if they can run it like they have against everybody else. And the ECU's thinking, well, that's our bread and butter. We're going to throw it. We're going to go fast. We're going to go hard. We're going to spread that thing out and let's see if that works against this BYU team that hasn't really faced a strong passing team yet. So I think it's a compelling contrast and truly fascinated to see how it all plays out on Saturday night.
Greg, awesome stuff. Appreciate the scouting report. Thank you for joining us, and have a great call and a great trip on Saturday. Hope you can enjoy some of the local eateries and get you some Eastern North Carolina barbecue or anything else you would enjoy. But I hope you have a good trip here, Greg.
We'll look forward to being out there. We have a daughter, son-in-law, and some grandkids. They're not too far away in Roanoke. And
great.
We're going to get a chance to maybe check in with them for a lunch, and it's always great to be out in that way and have good memories, despite the game being what it was for BYU the last time. Great memories of being out there, and look forward to the trip. And thanks for the invitation to chat today, and all the best.
All right. Thank you, Greg. There is Greg Wrubell joining us. Turner Home Team Live Line. And Turner Home Team, if you're looking to sell your house fast without making any repairs, the Turner Home Team is a local home buying company. They buy houses as is. Justin and his team can provide you with a fast cash offer for your house today. Give them a call, 525-4780. Let's take a break. When we return, my chat with Aundrae Allison. We'll get his thoughts on the 2-1 Pirates and look ahead to BYU. We got more for you after this.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Eastern North Carolina. It's your guy, Roger Harris. I train to be the best on the field, but even more, it's about being my best for them. I know my joints won't heal on their own. Arthritis, it's coming, unless I stop it. Prevention beats pain. QC Kinetics use your body's own power to heal, rebuild, and restore. No surgery, no drugs, no downtime. Don't wait until pain sidelines you from the game of life. QC Kinetics, regenerative medicine, real results. Call now to schedule your free consultation. 252-645-6458.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is Caroline Cook, and if you need an experienced realtor from Eastern North Carolina that was born a pirate, then give me a call. I'm committed to helping you find your dream home, selling your property for the best possible price, and providing top-notch real estate services. I pride myself on local knowledge, professionalism, and commitment to exceeding your expectations. Explore my website, CarolineCookHomes.com, to learn more about the services I provide and the properties I have to offer. Start your real estate journey today by calling 341-1992. Go Pirates.
Capital Subaru of Greenville is transforming your everyday commute into something a little more extraordinary. Subaru was just named 2025's best overall automotive brand by Consumer Reports, and there's never been a better time to drive one home. From the adventure-ready Outback to the sleek and efficient Forester, they got the perfect ride for you. In addition to their great selection of new and used car inventories, the Subaru Service Center is commanded by a team of experts, handpicked for their knowledge, passion, and promise to treat every car as if it's their own. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive, or online at capitalsubaruofgreenville.com.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates.
This is Holt Nailers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30 plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. AnsonBelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holt Naylor Show.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and of course, all your favorites. Flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholistico.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
What's going on, guys? This is Inky Johnson. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington has everything you need for game day or any other day for men and women. Whether it is dress casual, or even a formal occasion, Russell's has you covered. Russell's who have served Eastern North Carolina and beyond for 40 years with quality clothing and personal service. Russell's Clothing on Main Street in downtown Washington. Pirates supporting Pirates. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. and is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town. Sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Tiebreakers, 2 locations in Greenville at Bell's Fork and Greenville Boulevard, and 1 in Winterville on Railroad Street. Now, let's take it back in. Here's J-Bone.
What's up, everybody? Earlier today, Clip, you talked to Aundrae Allison. Unfortunately, I had a meeting, so I couldn't produce that segment. How did it go?
It went well. Could you have a little less energy?
I was caught off guard. I was expecting just to sit here silently while you threw it to the interview.
Well, Jackson's being very passive-aggressive right now. I cut him off on an intro a couple segments ago. It was 3:50. We had to start going to break at 3:55, so I wanted to maximize that segment. So as he went into his intro, I immediately brought it back into the show to go ahead and get it back going.
Yeah.
And he has taken that personally, apparently. He had a weak intro last time. This time he refused to say my name. And I'm hoping by next segment we just kind of get back to what we've always done. But we'll see what happens.
Hey, you know, sometimes you got to improvise. Sometimes things go awry. So.
To answer your question, the Aundrae Allison interview went, you know what? I'll let the listeners decide.
All right.
Why should I say how it went when folks out there can give it a grade? Here is my chat with Aundrae Allison. All right, joining us on the show, former Pirate great, East Carolina wide receiver Aundrae Allison, to recap the football weekend and look ahead. Aundrae, how you doing today, man?
I am doing great. Looking forward to this weekend. Great victory for us, and looks like we got some momentum going right now.
Well, Aundrae, as someone who has to talk ECU football pretty much every day, I love the win itself, but what I love about it is it sets up a fun work week. And now we get to talk about a 2-1 team, BYU coming in here, ESPN2, Saturday night game. So just kind of build the excitement all week long. And that's what wins do for us on the outside and as a player too, right, Aundrae? Like it has to make things so much better in the locker room, on the practice field. Winning is fun, right?
Winning is definitely fun, especially when you win the way that we did. It felt really balanced. It looked really balanced. You get to see like players start to take a step in a direction, that probably they was waiting to get into just based on who was going to play or whenever that moment would occur. But yeah, the win is just a great thing, like you said, to lead up to this big week of playing BYU on prime time and a night game. It's going to be really, really fun to see how everything builds up.
And look, I love points. Aundrae was a great wide receiver, but let's talk defense. The defense has not allowed a touchdown in 9 straight quarters dating back to the NC State game. And how about a shutout, Aundrae? We had one against the FCS opponent recently, but first shutout on the road, first shutout against an FBS opponent since all the way back in 2000. That was even before I got to ECU. So it's been a long time since we saw a performance like that, and just the pass rush. I think I counted 5 sacks the other night on the UB stat sheet, 9 tackles for loss, and even when they weren't sacking the quarterback, just constant pressure from the defense.
Yes, for sure. And, we spoke about that a few weeks back. We talked about how the defense came to play definitely in the opening game. They're just continuing the momentum, and that's always very scary for opponents whenever you see a defense like that is already, clicking, and then the offense starts to come on slowly, and it's just everything's going to mesh up really well. So it's going to be interesting as everything starts to synergize as one to see how we can put together a full game with all cylinders clicking.
And Aundrae, 10-0, at the half. It felt like it should have been a lot more. East Carolina got stopped on a couple of 4th downs. The Pirates missed a field goal, so you leave points out there on the field. Again, the defense picking up the slack, though, and you did kind of feel like that eventually the offense was going to get points going of the touchdown variety, and we saw that in the second half.
Yeah, for sure. You could feel it. I mean, the thing that I like is you see players, have breakout games like, our receiver who, caught for over 100, and then the other receiver with his 2 tugs. So it just feels like we was going into halftime where everybody had their head up high, knowing that we should have been up a lot more, and then just having that conversation, rebuilding, going back out there, keeping our composure, and then just hyper focusing on execution. And we was able to run out 28 points.
Big day for the Smith brothers, no relation, but Yannick Smith, 2 touchdowns. Good to see him get in the end zone. And then Anthony Smith, 7 catches in the first half, finished with 11 for over 100, as you said. And, Aundrae, I'm bad about this. I think a lot of folks are kind of putting labels on receivers. And all we knew about Anthony Smith coming into ECU was he's fast. So we label him a burner, a fast guy. He's our Deshaun Jackson down the field or whatever. He's turned into quite the overall receiver. He'll make the tough catch for you to get the first down. He's obviously got that speed. But, man, he's turned into a really good number 1 for us here.
Yeah, for sure. And, those labels, they can kind of like limit you sometimes just based on, who you have calling the plays or how open-minded your coaches are.
Right.
The good thing about it is they get to see him in practice every day. So they have like more of an insight on the other things that he's really able to bring to the table. But like you said, being able to kind of like provide, a little bit more in his bag, so to speak, that does look very scary for opponents moving forward. And I love seeing like breakout games like that because he's definitely going to carry that into this BYU game.
Aundrae Allison, the football analyst and father, joining us on the show today. You said you got your son there with you?
Yeah, my 4-year-old. My 4-year-old son. He'll be
Hey,
at the game.
he's having a good time.
Oh, man. Yeah. He loves being in here with his dad. Yeah, it's always fun.
That's good to see, man. So BYU coming up. Aundrae, we talked about it last week, just the atmospheres and how that can fire up a football player. I think the road atmosphere helped ECU this week to jazz them up a little bit. But, man, nothing like what they're going to see Saturday night with BYU rolling into town. And what is that feeling like coming out of the locker room, Aundrae, going through starting lineups, going through the drills with that buzz in the stands around you?
It's very electric. I mean, I always compare pros and college, and I always feel like the college has the upper hand when it comes down to like just the energy feeling of everything. Very electric, very I feel like you be charged internally like to a level to where like it's hard to explain, but you just want to put on your best performance for the people who's coming to see you, spending hard-earned money, all the labor that goes into putting together a game, all the students who are there, and you just definitely want to represent for your hometown and all the people who know you and always supported you. So, yeah, it's nothing like it. The pros cannot compare to that college football experience, especially big games.
Aundrae, getting to know you just from these chats, I don't know you personally. You're a very cool, calm dude. I've heard that people put on a different face, a different attitude when they're in the football uniform. But did you ever I've heard guys get too jacked up before the game or whatever. Like, do you have to find a balance, I guess, in a big game like that, a big environment?
For sure. I always say it's like control theory. So, my strategy, honestly, would be to think about the amazing, path and journey that I had up to the point. So I would reflect on all the hardships that me and my family endured, reflected on, the opportunities that, say, past generations didn't have for my family. And I just, took those two things that kind of, almost made me sad, but also a little angry. And I try to keep it balanced in the middle so that I'm able to go out there and maximize the opportunity. So yeah, I cried a lot before games, but anger mad, and then once we went out there, I just had to keep everything bottled up. I never tried to get too high or too low.
Yeah.
Just stay as present as possible, because the moment you're thinking you're really doing good, you're really not performing well, and it's vice versa. So it's just that even keel, having the ability to control your anger and fury and let it show throughout the game through your talent and your skills.
Aundrae, one thing, it's interesting hearing about RPOs depending on who you are. I talked to Holt Nailers about it as the quarterback, and he likes it. He kind of likes being in control of things. I talked to Coach Hud, former ECU defensive coordinator. He said they should call a legal man downfield just about on every RPO, so he hates them. How about from a receiver standpoint? How much of that was going on when you played, Aundrae, and what do you think about it in today's game? Because we see it a ton, right?
Yeah, it was happening. I mean, it was slowly taking over the sport. But it's nowhere near like it is now. But I like it. I mean, I like it. I just feel like the defense always already had an advantage, so it kind of like helps balance the scales. Because, for example, like the defense, they can move around like this. They can move around side to side.
Right. Yeah.
We can't do all of that, So it's like you almost come off and you're still and you're the static movement of just going forward or go this way. That gives us an ability to be able to like offset them some, and confuse them more, right? And I'm sure, Coach Hudd is going to say that it's always a penalty that you can definitely call on every play.
Yeah.
But it also just allows football to look a little bit more freer than it had been in the past, because just the single back formations and all of that, it's just like, I'm gonna run into you the hardest, and you battle the wheels. Now it's like creativity and innovation and schemes and strategies and all of that. So you're getting to see it like more in a scientific way, and it actually makes sense because they're also really big on the whole analytics thing that lines directly up with the RPO and how the style of play is right now.
No, that's a great answer. I honestly, as a fan, I love when a play breaks down and Josh Allen has to go throw a crazy pass. Or saw it with Bo Nix yesterday. He and his receiver, kind of a busted play. His receiver, Franklin, just took off down the field and Bo chunked it. I like when a play breaks down like that, and that's an opportunity for guys like you to go make big plays.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Because, I mean, as a receiver before, when you run an offense like West Coast offense, everything is so, like, predicated on time and almost can, like, take away from your skills as a receiver, especially, like, a lot of our skill set, we rely a lot on creativity, right? So you can't be but so creative if I have to be in this certain pocket, like, every time, So this, you can kind of, like, slow pace your routes a little more, play with speeds and go fast, go slow, and all of those things. So RPO, it just gives you like a little bit more freedom to like incorporate that creativity into the sport of football.
Aundrae, unfortunately we're coming to you after a Vikings loss last night, but I wanted to text you last Monday. I figured you were probably up watching it, but I didn't want to text you late. But you said something last Monday about the voodoo that like the Vikings and the Packers have over the Lions and the Bears just from a historical standpoint. And I don't know what the hell happened in that game last Monday, but it was a complete flip. And I was sitting there watching it like, wow, Aundrae must have the voodoo doll out because the Bears know they're not supposed to win this game. It was almost freaky watching it the way it turned around like that, Aundrae.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Honestly, watching it, I feel like when the players went into halftime, like the Vikings player, they're like, what are we doing losing to them? And like the attitude coming out, you can kind of see it. Like the Bears almost shocked that they were up, like
right,
thing, or even in the game, So yeah, you're right. I don't know what it is. Well, I mean, sports is very psychological, pretty much more mental than physical. But yeah, you have those type of matchups that have a lot of historical content to where there be pockets of like momentum on both sides. So right now the Vikings definitely have the momentum over the over the Bears psychologically. It may shift, it may shift, who knows? But, within the conference, it's just looking like Vikings and Packers will be at the top because Detroit, they lost their coordinators and they're not looking too good.
But right now, well, the Vikings got an O-line, a protection problem because McCarthy was getting battered last night, and we'll see what happens moving forward. I know they got, Darisal, the great tackles out, so they got some issues there. And Aundrae, as much as we love you receivers and skill guys and playmakers, if the quarterback don't have time to look at you guys, there's a problem.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that alone, what you just said, is why we get the bad label prima donna, because we're demanding and all of that. It's not the demand that the receivers are kind of like, it's not a bad thing. Like, we're pretty much saying everything literally has to go perfect for us to actually get the ball.
To even have a chance. Yeah, right.
So when everything does go perfect and it doesn't come your way, it's frustrating. You know, it's
Yeah.
not like they can just hand you the ball. You know, it's not like that. Like so, yeah, it's a prime example. JJ is. I'm sure they're gonna get it right, but yeah, without the O line, and it's really not good when you have a young quarterback. You don't really want him to kind of start being a little scary in the pocket and afraid to step up, but it can happen. The Panthers quarterback is definitely Bryce Young. He definitely was a little terrified after having that bad O line
Yeah.
for a few years. So you can see it the way that he plays.
I love the quarterback matchups tonight, Andre. We got a doubleheader Monday Night Football. First game, Baker Mayfield, the reclamation project there. He did get the Browns to the playoffs, but they kind of give up on him, goes to the Panthers, not much happening. He found a home in Tampa and is thriving with their awesome receivers, including Emeka Egbuka, who had 2 touchdowns, the rookie last week from Ohio State. They take on the Texans. I love C.J. Stroud. I've loved him ever since I saw a post-game, Andre, where he said, I want people around here in Houston to be proud to wear their Houston stuff. He said, as a Lakers fan, like I wear my Lakers shirt, and if they lose, people pick on me. I hate that feeling. And I was like, damn, he understands what it's like to be a fan. I love that. So I've loved C.J. Stroud ever since then. But how about that matchup tonight? Bucks trying to get to 2-0, Houston trying to get their first win of the year.
Yeah, I agree. The quarterbacks was high level play on both teams. And then you also have great coaching, Coach D'Amico and Tampa coaches. You know,
Todd
it's
Bowles.
going to be a chess game for a chess match for sure. But
Good
I do say
defensive
that.
coaches.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's going to be hard hitting too because it's both of those teams are very physical. I do love just the Baker Mayfield story, just because I felt like he got dealt a bad hand when he was in Cleveland. And then you all you need is someone to truly double down and go all in and believe in you. And then he got that opportunity there in Tampa. But yeah, CJ Stroud, he's up next for sure. I look at him as like the perfect combination of being able to run, but also he wants to pass first, you know, and just his accuracy, his ability to deliver in like tight pockets, and his boldness whenever he makes throws. I love seeing that out of young quarterbacks coming into the league.
Yeah, kind of crazy too. It's a doubleheader, and it's the same type of matchup. You've got the prodigy, the up next with Herbert with the Chargers, and you've got the reclamation project with Geno. He was given up on in New York. Ball's out in Seattle. Now Raiders fans are very happy to have him spinning it. He had a 300-yard game last week, so kind of a similar deal there. I know the folks in Vegas will be fired up to try to get to 2-0 tonight.
Oh, for sure. I love that story too as well with Geno. Justin Herbert, he's the real deal. He's the real deal. I love seeing those big quarterbacks play because it doesn't really do it justice like when you're watching on television, but just to see how he's able to scan the field at that size and those throws that he makes, it's like it's so beautiful to watch, especially in person. But they're loaded. The Chargers are loaded. They should make a big run this year. They got all the pieces. They're loaded at every position, and only thing it's going to be is probably one of those AFC giant juggernauts like Lamar or Allen that could possibly stand in their way.
Got a great head coach too, a championship coach. Andre, we'll wrap it up with ECU BYU. Pirates last week go on the road as a favorite and handle business 38-0. This week they're a home underdog to BYU. BYU's 2-0. They're coming off a bye. East Carolina feeling really good about 2-1. So what's your take on this one, Andre? What kind of game? You talked about last week, I think, the big boys from BYU coming to town. So what's your opinion on this game?
Discipline, I feel like the discipline side of things, this game will pretty much decide everything. Like universities and teams like BYU, they're not going to be over the top when it comes down to being loaded talent-wise with 4 or 5-star athletes. A lot of their play will just be trying to make you make a mistake, and they make you pay for it because they're going to be really, really patient, and they're going to execute at the highest level. So with that being said, I just want us to come out and just feel the game and not get too ahead of ourselves with this built up energy in the first half and go all out. And then the second half, we get deflated, et cetera, et cetera. But I do feel like we have a big advantage by them coming off that bye. And we're just carrying over from this week 2. We should be able to definitely put a lot of emphasis on that. And just keep everything balanced is what we're looking at right now is a balanced run game. We talked about that should be picked up too, but we just had a good running game. It was a combined effort. And those 2 receivers, giving us that hope and that promise on the outside. So we got everything to beat them. It's just limit the mistakes and just, ride the wave pretty much,
Aundrae, love your insight. Love talking football with you, man. We'll do it again on next Monday.
Hey, sounds good. Looking forward to it, and I'll be seeing you this weekend.
You gonna be here this weekend?
Yeah, I'll be there.
All right, man. Yeah, stop by the studio. Bring the family. That'll be cool.
Definitely will. I appreciate you.
Great appearance here at the Pirate Radio studios and out at the Pirate Radio tailgate.
Very nice.
Good night.
Yeah, I met him. He was here with Chris Johnson. Yeah.
Yep. I really enjoyed having Aundrae as part of our crew. Let's take a break. Jamie, Chili Water Chat Gang says the kid is cute. Jerry says kids taking over Pirate Radio Live. Same thing happened with the Brian North interview. That is true. Hey, we're kid friendly. We love the kids around these parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're kid friendly.
Kenny says, dang Club, when did y'all start hiring supermodels? Ratings would go up. Who's he talking about?
Me?
You? Me? You?
I guess the 2 of us.
Him, me, me. Thank you, Kenny. Appreciate that, man. We will be back with you to wrap up hour number 2 after these words.
At National Finance, we're all about hometown support, just like ECU football. National Finance helps us win on and off the field. They've got your back when you need it most. Fast, easy personal loans for life's big plays. And just like us, they're committed to Eastern North Carolina. National Finance, proud supporters of ECU athletics. Visit nfcmoney.com for loans as fast as today.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
Beauty Bar Medi Spa offers non-surgical aesthetics. Our expert team of licensed professionals is dedicated to offering personalized solutions giving you stunning natural-looking results. Fall into beauty with our biggest sale of the year starting September 15th. Enjoy exclusive savings and products including Botox, Xeomin, dermal fillers, laser treatments, hydrofacials, and more. Don't miss out on this incredible sale. September 15th through September 26th. Beauty Bar Medi Spa is located on 1021 Red Banks Road. For more information on all of our services, visit beautybarmedispa.com. Fall into beauty and mark your calendars. Go Pirates!
At Flatlands Jessup Insurance Group, our goal is to turn everyone we talk to into a customer for life. It's a fundamental difference between us and other agencies. We aren't trying to just sell you something. We're asking questions to understand your situation so we can find a solution that fits your budget and your needs. It's a partnership aimed at protecting the things that matter most to you, like your family, your health, your assets, and your time. Our customers don't see us as salesmen. They see us as partners in problem solving. See the difference for yourself. Flatlands Jessup Insurance Group, your whole world covered.
Play it again, sports. Buy, sell, trade. Great deals never felt so good. So good, so good, so good. I saved a bunch of cash. Buy, sell, trade. Using my gear like I never knew I could.
Play It Again Sports. Buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
Shiny teeth in me.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Dr. Holly, owner of Pirate Dental. At Pirate Dental, we fix teeth. Does your tooth hurt?
They fix teeth.
Chipped tooth?
They fix teeth.
Need a second opinion?
we fix teeth.
Need a crown, have a cavity? We fix teeth. Bottom line at Pirate Dental, we fix teeth. Call us today at 252-321-2500 or visit us at piratedental.com. Online appointments available. Pirate Dental, we fix teeth. Go Pirates.
Shiny teeth in me.
The very best bagels in Greenville are at Bagel Man. Bagel Man is open every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner until 8 p.m. If you're a person on the go, place your order ahead of time online at ncbagelman.com. Start your day with a breakfast sandwich or dine in for lunch with a tuna melt, pastrami sandwich, panini, or specialty wrap. And everyone loves Bagel Man's fresh-made desserts and pastries. Bagel Man is where Pirate Nation fuels up for game day or any day. Bagel Man, 1904 Fire Tower Road in Greenville.
Russell's is a full-service clothing store for both men and women. Family-owned and operated in historic downtown Washington for 41 years. This is Rhonda from Russell's, and we visit the country's largest markets to bring you quality clothing at affordable prices. From the finest in men's suits, sports coats, and accessories to fashionable dresses, tops, and jewelry for the women. Our attention to every detail means personal service and in-house alterations. Give Russell's a try. You, our pirate friends and customers at Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
This is CJ Mayhew, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Overtime Tavern, located at 1011 South Charles Boulevard, right across from Sheetz, is your go-to for all the game day action. Come hungry and leave happy with Philly cheesesteaks, glizzies, juicy burgers, and wings that bring the heat. Ice cold drinks, they've got those too. Open daily till midnight, and every Wednesday night, join Clip Rock for sports trivia and test your game day knowledge. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern. Now, let's take it back in. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. On a Victory Monday, Jamie says he's hoping Daniel Jones is the next reclamation project in the NFL.
It's looking. I mean, 316 against that Broncos secondary is impressive.
Daniel 316.
Yeah, Daniel 316 says I'm good.
Nah.
Oh man, game of the weekend, man, wasn't even on Saturday. That Giants Cowboys game. Good God.
My stepson sent me a text from Jerry World. He was there.
He was there. That is the greatest stadium I've ever been to. I will say that.
He's a Giants fan, so he went from Austin to Dallas to go check them out. And I sent him an unreal when Neighbors.
Yeah, with 34 seconds
caught
left.
The late pass.
Yeah.
And then it was kind of a congratulations, but like it wasn't a full jinx, right? I just said unreal.
Yeah.
Like, because it was pretty unreal. And the Cowboys kick it, and he ends up, I think his final message was, that was absolutely heartbreaking, but what a phenomenal game. Like, if you were there, that's one you'll never forget.
Yeah, it's been a while since like I haven't gone up to the Buck or anything to watch games, so I was just watching the local TV games, and I'm glad I kept my eye on that one. That was good.
And look, I said all week Russell Wilson needs to retire. He's.
I would retire now because I don't think he's going to have a better performance than he did yesterday again.
And I also said the Giants are unserious, and they are. What was the pass? The punt.
Yeah.
So you get the ball in overtime with that much time left. You either win that game or tie. There's no loss in the scenario at all. And he throws up a punt to nobody.
That was bad.
They just don't care about winning.
After such a great game to end on that was terrible. But the Jackson Dart debut was hilarious because Greg Olson and the other fellow, whoever's broadcast partner was, they're like, when are we gonna see Jackson Dart? Like, there's a lot of conversations over the week about Jackson Dart, and then finally in the second quarter, Brian Daboll puts in Jackson Dart on a 2nd and 1 for a QB draw, and he just slips in the backfield.
I don't think Daboll cares either. Like,
no.
He's just kind of having fun out there now. He's, hey, we'll go 2 quarterbacks. We'll just have Russell Wilson throw the ball up and pray.
Yeah, we'll just have a guy on our offensive line commit 4-5 penalties in a single possession.
They don't care.
I mean, the one where he just, bam, slaps the defensive end in the face. That was funny.
Well, I'm going to go over all the NFL games from week 2 coming up in hour number 3. Had a great game day on Saturday and looking forward to another one. Great job by Jenny, Jarrett, and Chandler down in Conway, South Carolina.
Yeah, it was fun. Caton Hauser playing with the slow hand. I mean, you could tell as soon as the Pirates got on the field, they would love to lay Coastal down. Down in Conway.
Okay.
Yeah, just making Conway Twitty jokes. Sorry.
I don't get the references.
You're an uncultured swine.
That's fine. Some people like certain things, some don't. No need to insult me.
Oh, I mean, Conway Twitty is an American gem.
Thought his name was Conway. Now that's funny. Is he though?
Yeah.
Wasn't that back when you just like every song had the same chords and you just...
Oh, yeah, but he was better.
He was better at those chords. Honey, won't you lay me down? What is it? What's the song?
I'd love to lay you down.
What's he talking about? Talking about sex. He's talking about sex. That's gross, dude.
Well, I mean, all the songs back then were, find your honey, grab her hand, take her to the barn.
Take her to the barn?
Yeah, I mean, hey, everybody lived together. There was like 18 people in a house. Only time you could get some private time was go lay on some hay in a barn.
Why do you think they call it a roll in the hay?
Okay. Let me look up Conway Twitty songs. If they're all
Hello, Darling,
Hello, Darling is him?
Yeah.
I've heard that one. What do you think about his hair?
Oh, it's absurd. Tight-fitting jeans.
Now, what's he talking about there? His jeans or her jeans?
Her jeans.
Okay.
That's my job. Very sad. It's a tribute to his father.
Okay.
But the rest of them about sex.
Linda on my mind. I see the want in your eyes. This
I see the want to in your eyes.
Is a little too...
Rest your love on me.
Yeah. You're the reason our kids are what? Fill in the blank. You're the reason our kids are ugly. I did not see that coming.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good one.
Don't Cry, Joni. That was a little problematic nowadays.
Rest your love on me.
Happy birthday, darling. I'm pretty sure somehow he works in a sexual reference.
Touch the hand. Yeah, this guy's gross. I like he at least wrote, I may never get to heaven. All right, back with you. She's got a single thing in mind.
Yeah, I wonder what that is.
Conway Twitty. Can you say that word? I'll just go to break. We'll be back. Mack McCarthy joins us after this.
Good news, Greenville. Free Boot Friday is back September 19th, and we're keeping the fun going with live music from Trainwreck. Join us in downtown Greenville from 5:30 to 8 p.m. at the 5 Points Plaza for a free family-friendly event. We'll have plenty of beer and wine and other drinks provided by Carolina Eagle, plus sub crushes from Crush Distillery, and plenty of activities for the kids as we have the new look Kids Zone, plus food from great local vendors. Free Boot Friday returns September 19th, featuring Trainwreck, only in downtown Greenville.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021 for a roof that's built to last and service you can trust. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie. The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Back to school means everything from moving the kids around or traveling to see your favorite team play. Doug Henry has the best prices around and savings for your next dream car. You're sure to walk out a happy customer. Doug Henry is easy to find right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com.
You know that sound? That's the sound of relaxation in a can. Flippo Farms THC seltzers are here. It's time to try something different. Our THC-infused seltzers are crisp, refreshing, and just what you need to take the edge off without taking you out. Whether you're tailgating, grilling out, or just surviving another day of meetings, Flippo Farms seltzers bring chill with zero hangover.
Try a Flippo Farms THC seltzer at Nash Hot Chicken. 21 and older, please drink responsibly.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird for my friends at Shimmer Boutique. Arrivals are here from all your favorite brands like Kinder Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and a lot more. Shop now at shimmerboutiqueonline.com and receive free shipping on all orders over $100. And don't forget, Shimmer is your place to get your very own Parker Bird shirt, available in youth and adult sizes. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and shimmerboutiqueonline.com. Go Pirates!
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
Meet the Kawasaki Nav, our first ever personal transportation vehicle designed for cruising the good life. The Kawasaki Nav 4E puts the fun in functional with a premium, sporty design and comfort for the whole family. Fully electric and loaded with storage, modern tech, and more. The Kawasaki Nav won't just wow you, it'll wow the neighbors. Be the first to nav the neighborhood. Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Looking for quality roofing you can trust? Call the Boone Group Roofing, proudly serving all of Eastern North Carolina. Owned and operated by Toot Boone. They offer no money down and back their work with a 5-year workmanship warranty. Find them on Facebook and Instagram to see their latest projects and satisfied customers. When it comes to your roof, don't settle. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game. Call Toot today at 714-0021. Toot toot!
Oh my. Is
Now back to y'all.
Was that a ad lib there? Was that your?
That is actually in the script.
Oh, okay. Toot toot. Well done, Claire. Well done, Jackson.
Good job.
Real quick, housekeeping from last segment. Jared was talking about the great Conway Twitty. Mm-hmm. Matt said, say what you want. The man had an impeccable head of hair. I said during the break, I always thought Vince Gill had a nice head of hair.
Vince Gill is one of the best ever.
You said that outside of Carlos, so your power rankings of guitar players all time is Carlos Santana, Vince Gill?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a buddy who's really into guitar players, and he thinks it's a terrible list, but it's my list.
I thought you were going to say he said that was the list, but no, he disagrees. Who's he got number one?
Apparently Jimi
Hendrix.
Page. Never heard of him.
I like Jimi Hendrix, yeah. Hunter says tight fitting jeans. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Hunter's a fan. Kenny says legend. J-Bone got great taste in old school country music.
Thank you, Kenny.
Jamie says Roy Clark didn't write songs like that. All right. And Kenny reminds us tarps off Saturday after the win.
Big 6-0 for Kenny.
Yep, big birthday, and Caden Norman going tarps off.
Tarps off.
If the Pirates knock off BYU coming up. Atticus had a great call. Maybe we'll run it in tomorrow's show on the fifth quarter. He sang the ECU fight song, and it sounded like he was almost crying tears of joy as he was singing it.
Nice.
But right now, let's get to Mondays with Mack McCarthy, recapping the college football weekend and looking ahead to week 4. Here is my conversation with Mack.
Joining us today, it's Mack Monday on Pirate Radio Live. Coach Mack is here. Coach, how you doing, sir?
Well, I'm doing better than my football team, but it was another great weekend of college football overall. We've had some incredible games. If you didn't like some of the stuff you saw on Saturday, you just not ever going to be a college football fan.
All right, when Mack says something, pay attention. That includes when he's got a pick or says a line is fishy, or if he talks about coaches being on the burning hot seat, because going into the Vanderbilt game, you said this is one Brent Pry really needs for himself, the program, and the fan base. And then coming out of that game, you used it in the past tense. That's one that Pry really needed because it did not go the Hokies' way, and that kind of set the feelers off in my mind anyway, because Mack is not just one of these fire this guy guys. But when you start bringing up stuff like that, Coach Mack, it means that something could be happening. And then the nail in the proverbial coffin was a blowout home loss to Old Dominion, and Pride did not make it through the weekend as the Hokies head coach. So what are they doing now, Coach Mack, in the short term, and then any ideas on what could happen long term with the Hokies?
Well, it's really a big moment in Virginia Tech athletics future because you have an athletic director who's hired 2 football coaches who didn't do well, and he's done great things in other areas. But I don't think there's anybody that's probably wanting him to hire the next coach. Therefore, you've got to wonder about Whit Babcock's future. And then you have the president, Dr. Sands, and Whit Babcock are the longest or the second longest tenured duo of AD and president in the country. That's pretty unusual. And Dr. Sands, the president, is the chair of the Division I athletics committee, has been involved in the athletic side of things and what's going on with the NCAA and the college football playoff and that kind of thing. So the first question is, no football coach is coming and not knowing who his boss is, and is Whit Babcock going to be his boss? They've already set up the committee, and they've said that Whit Babcock will support and advise the committee, but he's not on the committee, which is an interesting way to dictate that and to move forward with that. So I think everybody's a little bit okay with that, but uneasy with it at the same time, because I don't think you can hire a football coach without an AD, and hiring an AD at this time of year is a little bit tricky. So you've got to have a football coach in place before the portal and all that happens in December. So it's going to be an interesting time. The ask had been in for from the athletic department for the Board of Visitors to enhance the budget to make it more in line with the top of the ACC. The budget was pretty good, but it wasn't what Clemson and Florida State and Miami were spending. So, that was under, advisement and consideration. And I think they'll act on that probably pretty quickly to kind of balance that out, which will be a good situation for whoever comes in. But needless to say, tough time for Virginia Tech fans. They had another near sellout crowd Saturday night, and they weren't around at the end of the game, as you can imagine. But the game against Old Dominion was fairly predictable. A running quarterback, and ironically, the very first game of the Brett Pry era was a loss in Norfolk at Old Dominion, and his last game was a loss at home to Old Dominion. And even more irony, Ricky Ronnie is one of his best friends. They were on the staff together at Penn State.
Time is a flat circle. I don't know AD candidates like I do coach candidates, but if Virginia Tech is looking to go that route, I know Jeff Confer is available. That I do not. Brent Pry, not the only coach to be fired over the weekend. Deshaun Foster and UCLA get blown out by Utah, lose to UNLV, and they get smoked at home by New Mexico. And Deshaun Foster, former great UCLA running back, is no longer their head coach. So they're looking for one as well.
And they kind of had a similar thing in that, he made some progress last year and looked like maybe he could get this turned around. But that experiment has been a disaster and an alum. And I know it was tough on everybody out there, but they've got to come to the table too. They have to have a reckoning. They didn't get the full benefit of joining the Big Ten like USC did. They had to give some of their money to California, being a state school when they left. The folks in the legislature said, no, we're not going to let UCLA do this and leave Cal behind. So they get some of their money. And then they've had other financial problems. So they've got to decide what their future is going to be too. And, when you change coaches, that's a good time to make a statement that you are going to provide the resources and support that you need.
Do you think if things stayed the same, like how they were supposed to be, Aguilar at UCLA and Nico at Tennessee, do you think the outcome's still the same right now?
No, I don't. Well, maybe Foster could have still been fired, yes, but the futures of the two programs might look different. Certainly, I think Tennessee's probably wouldn't look as good, which I don't know that anybody saw that coming. Did you, Jared?
No, I didn't think 0-3. I mean, I figured they lose to Utah or something, but losing to UNLV and New Mexico the way they did, I didn't see that happening. And I didn't think Joey Aguilar would be as good as he has been at Tennessee.
Right.
All right, speaking of Tennessee, before I get there, and well, this kind of is in conjunction with Tennessee. Mac, I talked about a defensive renaissance, and you shot me down and poo-pooed me. And by the way, that renaissance is over. We saw some high-scoring, big-time games this weekend with Notre Dame, A&M, and with Tennessee and Georgia. Tennessee, boy, that first quarter was awesome in Knoxville. It looked like Big 12 football instead of SEC football, just going right up and down the field. Then the defense is settled in for 2 quarters, and then we saw more fireworks kind of late in that game. But that was one thing that stood out to me. Not only did we get great games like we did week 1 with the top 10 matchups, top 25 matchups, Coach Mack, but we got some points in these games.
Yeah, it was fun. Texas A&M, Notre Dame, and we still have some questions. What's going on with Lenore Sellers and Arch Manning and DJ Lagway. Lagway has had more interceptions Saturday night than 121 Division I teams have this season. That's just an incredible number.
And you've got Notre Dame at 0-2. Tennessee has lost. Michigan, Bama, Texas. I know these teams have played some good teams, but just kind of throw that out there. Florida already has 2 losses this year. So kind of big picture, Mac, how many 2-loss teams are going to be in the college football playoff? And will we have a 3-loss team or 2 in the college football playoff this year? Because we're in week 3, and there are losses to be had, I think, by some of these top 5, top 10 teams.
Yeah, I think there'll be quite a few 2-loss teams. 3-loss teams, I don't think make it unless they win their conference championship, and that's a possibility just because of the inequity in the schedules, the unequal schedules that we have because of this stupid conference realignment stuff that's going on.
Mac, signs of a good football team. There are several signs that you can see week to week, game to game, but I think one of them is going on the road and taking care of business when you're supposed to. And East Carolina shuts out Coastal Carolina 38-0. And I was nervous about this game all week, even though Coastal had not shown any signs of life offensively. They make a quarterback change and they get 0 points. Once again, the East Carolina defense, that is now what's the number? 9 straight quarters without allowing a touchdown for ECU going back to the state game. So credit to the Pirates just for kind of taking care of business. They're not going to get any national love for shutting out a bad Coastal team, but the confidence has got to be sky high right now heading into BYU Saturday night.
You would think, and you immediately go to the what ifs against NC State,
Yeah,
and but the Pirates have bounced back and done what they need to do to set the stage for what is going to be one of the bigger games at Dowdy Ficklin in a while. This ought to be electric. If that place is not packed, we're not doing it right.
Even with the Coastal win, and I get coaches and players will sometimes say after a win, like, there's a lot left. Just, normal cliche speak. But just watching that game, 38, we should have scored 60.
Yeah, it was 10-0, and it should have been.
You have 2 red zone trips with no points.
Yeah.
You have a pick, which was kind of an uncharacteristic pass from Caton Hauser. Just a lot of missed opportunities, and you still come out with the shutout.
Maybe another sign of a pretty good team. You don't play your best, and you win 38-0.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but it's a bad sign for Jared. He's going to expect his 5-star wife to cook also. Come on now. We can't be nitpicking here.
I'm not nitpicking. I mean, the coaches and players said the same thing. It's like you can play, I don't want to call it a poor performance, but you don't play your best and you still come out like that. That's crazy.
Hey, the coach, Mack McCarthy, would have appreciated that because coaches are never happy. Now Mack is just a fan. He wants you to be a little happier.
Exactly.
I'm happy.
You're happy? Well, you shouldn't be because your picks suck. You went 1-4 last week.
Yeah. I didn't do the puns. I got to do the puns.
Mac and I were 3-2. I was the only one that had Georgia Tech. Mac was the only one that had A&M. Good eyes there, Coach Mac.
And that was my upset, too.
Yeah, and we all did good. I had Duke winning at Tulane, although Georgia Tech, I'll count that as an upset. Yeah. Who was your upset?
Cal over Minnesota.
Good call. So the upset picks are hitting. Let's make some picks this week. Coach Mack and Clip are 8-7. Jarrett at 6-9 after 3 weeks. We're picking straight up, but we are picking kind of the toughest games. I'm making sure that we're picking games that at least you can question one side or the other. Mac, tell us about this Big 12 showdown, Texas Tech and Utah, and why the heck is this a noon kickoff? That's terrible.
Yeah, I think it's because Big Noon is out there. The show, the Fox show is out there, I think. At least that was what the plan was early on. But Texas Tech, best team money can buy. Utah rebuilding after last year's odd year off. They had the quarterback issues a year ago and didn't perform. Everybody thought they were going to roll into the Big 12 and win it right away. We may have been right, but those of us who picked that, but we may have had the wrong year. That this might be their year. And I think at home, even though Texas Tech has bought a lot of good players, I really like Utah playing at home.
I'm going with the Utes as well. Jarrett is going with Texas Tech because that was his preseason team.
That's my preseason team, and I still have them winning the Big 12, but they'll be Uten and hollering in Utah. Give me the Utes.
Wait, are you bringing back the puns?
Yeah, I did terrible last week without them.
Good
and
deal.
You're taking Utah to win this game.
Yeah. I like both these teams. I'm just going with whoever's at home.
Tulane at Ole Miss. One thing, Mac, there was so many good games the other night. I did kind of keep an eye on Arkansas, Ole Miss. Is like Ole Miss just going to score and not play a lot of defense, or is Arkansas that good this year? Because that one, I think, was 31-28 at halftime, if I'm not mistaken.
It was, yeah. They covered the over/under in the first half, I believe, and I think Ole Miss is going to go back to where they were when Lane Kiffin first got there and not play any defense, and that could be dangerous against a really good Tulane team. But they're still going to be at home, and they're still going to score points. And even if they don't play defense, they'll probably still win the game.
Yeah, too many Jimmies and Joes for Ole Miss for me in this one. I'd like to take Tulane, but I'm not going to do it. Jarrett.
I think Tulane is too much, and the Green Wave capsizes Ole Miss's boats.
Okay, I like that. Alternate upset pick, not my official pick, Memphis over Arkansas this week. Mac?
I would like that a whole lot better than that last week because I thought Arkansas might get Ole Miss, but Arkansas played really well, and they're kind of their backs are against the wall a little bit. I have trouble picking Memphis, even though I really like them, and I think that coach has done a great job. I like Arkansas.
All right, Mac. Is it time for your Auburn Tigers to give? They have been kind of not left behind, but you think of SEC and Bama and LSU and the newcomers with Texas and everything. Auburn's kind of been in the background a little bit. Here's a chance for them to get back in the national spotlight if they can go to Norman and win. Do you give them a chance to go do that?
I really think they're good enough to do it, but picking them, that's just too hard. If this game was in Auburn, not even a question. I would pick them to win, and I don't like picking Venables whatsoever, but I'm trying to win this thing, so I'm going to go with Oklahoma.
I don't like picking Venables, but I don't mind picking their quarterback. So give me Oklahoma at home.
Yeah, I like Oklahoma. I couldn't come up with one.
Just say something sooner than later.
I already did that one. All right, yeah. Sooner or later, you got to give Venables his respect. So Oklahoma wins.
Oh, you could have called Coach Mack a boomer.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man. Now, I got to write this stuff for you?
I'm coming up with them on the fly.
All right.
We're both trying to help, Jared.
Appreciate you.
Florida at Miami. Florida just gets so much credit from Vegas. They're 3-point dogs in this game, I think I saw. Miami looks real, Coach Mack.
They really do. Game day is going to be there, and this is the game that Miami has let us down in the past. For those who say Miami is back, this is kind of game that they'll screw up. But I think Carson Beck is doing it, and I don't have any confidence at all in Lagway. Yeah, I know he's got super talent, but when you throw more interceptions than more than half that 90% of the Division I teams, you got something going wrong. And it wasn't like they were great plays by the defense either. He was throwing it right to the defender.
Jared, you have to be taking Miami here.
Absolutely. DJ has been lagging his way through all of these games, and I think Miami canes Billy Napier for his crimes against the University of Florida.
He's back.
He double dipped right there.
He
took
all the
both
way
sides.
Back. Yes, sir.
Give me the U.
All right. This is a good one, Jamie. Illinois at Indiana. Indiana rolled up like 70 or 80 the other day. Friday night, I think it was. So I took Illinois to make the playoffs, so I have to take them to win this game. So for that reason and that reason alone, give me the Illini. But I'm looking forward to it. I hope this is a good game, Coach Mack.
Yeah, even a better game than I thought going into the season. The quarterback for Indiana has really, really been good. But I'm kind of like you. I don't want to take a road team in this selection bunch we got, but I can't believe every home team will win. I'm going to go with you. I'm going to go with Illinois.
I like being on Mac's side. Jarrett.
I'm going to pose a question to you. Who sure will be drinking champagne after this matchup on Saturday night? The Illinois Fighting Illini.
All right, Bone all the way back.
You've made a big comeback today, Jared.
Yes, he did. Upset pick of the week. Give me Arizona State to win in Waco over Baylor. Who do you guys got?
I'm going to take Hawaii at home, 2.5-point dog to Fresno State.
Oh, hate that. Love my Valley boys. Coach Mack.
I'm going Nebraska over the Wolverines.
I wanted to pick that so bad, and then I remembered who Nebraska's coach was. And I know he's a great college coach, has been everywhere, but something about his face I don't like.
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't know, man. I mean, a matchup of Charlotte legends, Biff Poggi and Matt Rule. I don't know who to go with.
Both got ran out of town in the Queen City. I like that pick, though, Mac, and that you want to talk about atmospheres, I would think they would have one there. People, this is like you said, Miami, like, are they back or whatever? I don't think this cements Nebraska as being back, but that would be big for that fan base waiting for a winner for a while.
Yeah, at least back in the conversation, not all the way back, but in the conversation if they can pull this one off.
Group of 5 poll, Tulane number 1 after really handling Duke. Good for them. Because Duke had their backs against the wall kind of deal coming off a loss. So that's a great win by Tulane. I'll keep South Florida in there just for what they did the first 2 weeks. UNLV undefeated. Navy is putting up a lot of points, and they're doing it every week. I'm going to put them at number 4, and then a big Memphis game this week against Arkansas. They can move up in the polls. We're kind of up against it. Before we move to NASCAR, Coach Mack, anything we didn't hit? I mean, we didn't really hit on Clemson being done for the year.
Yeah, they're not done. They could still make the playoffs one way or
I
another.
hope not.
But oh yeah, and Notre Dame. Yeah, I think the same thing about them. I don't think they can win out necessarily, and I don't think that 2 losses with their schedule they get in. And the storyline that's new is when you buy a quarterback and then play his former team and he gets smoked like Duke did. That's an interesting storyline.
Yeah, no doubt. Jarrett, what happened in NASCAR?
Well, first of all, I was very upset. I guess I didn't look at the schedule, and I didn't realize the race was Saturday night until I got back from the stadium. But Christopher Bell wins, me and you neck and neck as we roll on into these playoffs.
The only reason I know is just because I saw it on Twitter. Actually, the first sign I had was Friday night scrolling through Twitter, and I kept seeing about some guy named Honeycutt, but they were racing Friday night, which tells me that they're probably going to be racing on Saturday night. But Coach Mack, did you watch the race at all?
A little bit, yeah. I had the double screen going for a little bit, but yeah, that's a good weekend at Bristol, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But I'm like Harvick. I don't know why NASCAR goes up against college football on a Saturday night. It doesn't make sense.
Well, the other option is NFL on Sunday, which doesn't make sense.
I would have loved it because, I mean, with the Raiders not playing yesterday, I was kind of just out of it. I mean,
I like when there's a delay or whatever and they have to race on Monday during football season because you get all football Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You got Monday Night Football, and a little appetizer before that is a race on TV. Obviously not good for the live attendance, Coach Mack, but from a TV standpoint, I love that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Maxter, good stuff. Anything coming up this week for you, or are you just chilling? It's about time for you to look.
Starting to go watch people practice. I've got UVA practice this week. I've got their opening game of the Ryan Odom era against Villanova in October. So doing a little basketball prep.
Pirates will be playing St. Bonaventure on Thanksgiving. Excited about that. 2 days before that, Coach Mack, you'll probably be calling a game during Feast Week, but maybe you can watch ECU and Michigan State on Fox Sports 1. That's gonna be
Fort Myers Classic up in just outside D.C.
Hey, love the college football talk, and I'm not going to rush it away, but looking forward to some hoops talk with Mac as well later on this year. Thank you, Coach.
Thank y'all.
College football weekend, looking ahead, talking a little NASCAR as well.
You mentioned college basketball. Mac talking about starting to go see guys practice.
Yeah.
Next Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's not set in stone, but I overheard Grady, the SID for basketball. Next Tuesday, we will talk to Mike Schwartz.
Break out the respectometer.
That made my day. I'm pumped, super pumped. I've been told to shut up about basketball. Don't say the B word because we want to enjoy football. But I'm super pumped up for ECU basketball.
Pumped for Jay Shane.
Mm-hmm.
Another year of Jay Woodard.
It's just so many exciting matchups in the non-con.
Yeah, it's a good schedule. We'll take a break, come back, talk some NFL after this timeout. The stifling heat of summer, the bitter cold of winter. What do they have in common? The extreme temperatures of both force your home's heating and cooling system to work overtime to keep you comfortable. And that can cost you a lot of money. Fortunately, your neighbors at Greenville Utilities have several ways you can save energy. And that means saving you money on your utility bills. Just go to GUC.com and look for ways to save. That's GUC.com.
You would do anything to keep your family safe. Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. Hi, this is Mike Robertson, the owner of SCI Technologies. We have recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. The most cost-effective solutions for your home or business security and life safety needs. SCI Technologies, 252-321-7006. That's 321-7006.
Looking for something better than bottled water? Reach for Chili Water. Pure, ice-cold refreshment straight from the Black Creek Aquifer right here in eastern North Carolina. No plastic bottles, just clean, crisp water in ocean-friendly cans because you deserve better. Made by Carolina Ice Company, 3 generations deep, and named for a local legend who loved fishing, music, and the great outdoors. And now, Chili Water is shipping 12-packs straight to your door. Every can helps protect the water we all love. Chili water. The good water in your hand.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Fall is hands down the best time to be at Fish Street Hardware in downtown Greenville. We've got live music, trivia, singo, karaoke, and more to keep your nights lively. Plus, game days are back and better than ever with home and away tailgate parties as we cheer on the Pirates all season long. Make NFL Sunday your new Sunday fun day with brunch at 10 a.m., games all day, and doors open until 9. We're extending our hours on Fridays and Saturdays, now open until 11 with live music from 8 to 11, including monthly full band shows. Stay connected on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Fish Street Hardware and come see what all the buzz is about this fall at Hardware.
When it comes to building or remodeling your home, every detail matters. Hi, this is Kathy Herring with KDL Construction, and we believe great design begins with careful planning and ends with flawless execution. With open communication and a true partnership mindset, we guide you through every step, turning your vision into reality. Our goal, to deliver more than a building project. We create an experience that is seamless, stress-free, and inspiring. Visit KDLConstructionLLC.com to start your transformation today. KDL Construction, your vision, our craft.
Hey Pirate fans, D&D Advertising has the new 2025 football schedules ready, and you can pick them up at these fine business locations. Awesome Massage, Enjoy Thrift Store in Greenville, Eastern Tree Pros, Edgecombe Garage Doors, Coastal Medical Transport, Mosquito Joe of Eastern North Carolina, Legion Pro Pest Control, Midas Auto Repair, Pirate Towing, Orthotics and Prosthetics East, WD Denton LLC Landscape Company, Farmville Methodist Church, Warehouse Tire and Battery, Flyer Cuts Barbershop, Precious Moments Learning, East Tech Electric, Stanley Steamer, Ross Septic Service, and Sparkle and Shine Cleaning Service. Please patronize these fine businesses as they are an asset to the community. D&D Advertising Enterprises is not licensed, affiliated with, or endorsed by any university, sports institution, or program unless specifically stated in writing. No proceeds from any of the funds collected for your ad will be given to any educational institution or sports team. We are not responsible for any schedule changes made after printing.
Hi, this is Phil Steele of Phil Steele's College Football Preview Magazine, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Well, welcome back. Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner. Call them today at 919-291-5532 or visit them online at davidpriceconstruction.com. And East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is a family-run dealership that creates a family-like atmosphere for their customers. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has one of the biggest used car inventories in Eastern North Carolina. Shop online today at eastcarolinachrysler.dodge.com. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's the Clipster.
Thank you, Shirley. Oh my goodness. Sounds so good. Claire, did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, I did. I was at the beach, so it was really fun.
What beach?
Ocean Isle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I actually saw Chandler and Jenny at the bar one night.
So did you go to the game?
No.
No, we were staying in Ocean Isle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you get a shirt, Coastal Carolina shirt? You're wearing like a teal shirt.
Oh, no. It's just like a green athletic dress.
I'm glad they didn't win.
Yeah.
That would have been a tough look. A tiff.
Yeah.
Pirates win, though. You going this weekend?
Roll Pirates, yeah.
Now, you left the game early, which is okay. FCS, it was a blowout. You got to stay at this one, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds real convincing. Yeah. So, as a student, what is your favorite kickoff time? Like, if you got to pick.
I hate noon games.
Okay.
Probably like.
So you got basically noon, 3:30, 7.
7.
Okay, why don't you like the noon games? Is it because you guys are sleeping in and you just don't want to get up that early, or you don't want to, or you want longer tailgate time?
Both.
Okay.
All of the above.
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
I love the noon,
all of the above.
The noon kickoff because we could get out there like 6 in the morning and start drinking.
Yeah, that's awful.
Would you
I'm
do that?
such a late sleeper. I would hate that.
I love quoting that line from True Detective Season 1. There's nothing better than an excuse to drink cold beer in the morning.
Okay.
Nothing better.
Yeah, I mean, I doing this job, obviously now, I want every noon kickoff I can get so I can actually get home. It's still like late at night, but not an entire
It's
day.
not the next day.
Yeah, but these night kickoffs, man, they're kicking my butt. I'm not ashamed to say it because, got home at like 2 a.m. Saturday, but like I took a nap during the NFL games yesterday. Now, if Washington was playing, I would have done that.
So did I, and if the Raiders were playing, I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
But I was tired. I was beat when I got back to Greenville.
And I got to tell you, like taking a nap with Red Zone on, so even when you're kind of half sleeping, you're still hearing the games. Yeah. It's not a bad experience.
Yesterday,
I loved it.
I was thinking, because I was just watching local TV, I was like, should I pay for Red Zone? It's like, no, dude. Because this was probably one of the only Sundays I'm not going to be at a bar.
Yeah. Shirley, give me some NFL music.
Okay. Give me a second here.
Jared, your dog of the day lost to Jake Browning.
Yeah, well, hey, Jake Browning is a very serviceable backup. He is a competent quarterback. He has a winning record as a quarterback as the Cincinnati Bengals.
And he's better than Trevor Lawrence.
Jacksonville Jaguars stink, and I'm done.
So you were really high on the Jags. Now you're off the train?
Yeah. I thought Liam Cohen could fix things. And after 2 weeks, I don't think he did.
Folks, hopefully you tailed me. I had the Lions alternate line -6.5. I told you I was willing to go 7.5. I even said 9.5 last week.
Could have went 20.5.
They scored 52 points.
I was listening to Adam Shine, my guy Adam Shine, this morning. And he's like, I apologize for the Bears pick. I thought it was the lock of the weekend. I'm like, what are you talking about?
I had two of my easiest. Here's something a lot different this year than previous years. My public picks have been awesome.
Yeah.
Dog of the day, dominating. I said all week that like this is so crazy. And finally I bit the bullet either Friday or Saturday, and I said, I'm taking the under. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I would feel stupid if I didn't do it and it hit. I wouldn't feel as stupid if I put the under in and it goes over. It was 10-0 at halftime. It was an easy rocking chair winner. So my public picks are doing great. It's all this other stupid crap that I do that has me in a hole.
Yeah, I mean, I placed some bets yesterday, and you would have thought, I mean, as many points were scored in the Giants-Cowboys game, CeeDee Lamb could get in the end zone, and I stupidly bet on A.J. Brown to also do the same.
Yeah, slow start for him. Cowboys-Giants. 40-37 in overtime.
Game of the week.
Giants are unserious. But how serious are the Cowboys? Russell Wilson had 450 passing yards 1 week after barely getting a first down against Washington.
Yeah.
Malik Neighbors, 167, 2 touchdowns. Dak was slinging it. Just a crazy game. 2 not great teams playing a fun game of football.
And I take back what I've said. I mean, it was the Giants at the end of the day. But Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders are getting the job done.
I like watching Javonte run.
Yeah.
North Carolina native. Cowboys 1-1. Giants 0-2. Eagles 2-0. Washington 1-1 in that NFC East. Lions hammer the Bears. Told you. Easy pick.
Yeah.
Lions bounce back.
Lions aren't done.
Caleb sucks.
Packers are just really good. And Caleb Williams does stink. And it's crazy. I was listening to Colin Cowherd while Mac was running. Bears opening drive. 2 for 2 touchdowns. Caleb Williams perfect on those drives. And then once you get out of the scripted stuff and Caleb Williams is allowed to do what Caleb Williams wants to do, he is absolutely atrocious. I mean, he escaped a sack, a guaranteed sack from Detroit's defensive line, and he scrambles out of it. It's like, all right, cool, he's going to make a play with his legs. And then nothing's there, so he tries to throw it away, doesn't get the ball out of bounds, and the Lions pick it off. What a loser. He sucks. He's terrible.
Rams are 2-0. After a 33-19 win, they look much more Ram-like with Stafford throwing for 298 and 2 touchdowns. Got his number 1 involved, Devontae Adams.
Ooh, boo.
All right.
Cam Ward still look good, just has nobody to help him out.
And I guess Puka is his number 1.
Yeah.
But Adams.
Devontae is definitely number 2, if you know what I'm saying.
I do. Another great game between two bad teams. Patriots 33, Dolphins 27. Tua throws for over 302 touchdowns, and they still lose.
Yeah, that I said coaching. There's no way this team should be this bad, but Mike McDaniel sucks a lot. And how great is the Raiders secondary to hold a team that scored 34 points yesterday to only 13?
We'll find out tonight how good the Raiders are. 49ers win it. I try to do a crazy pick every week. Week 1, it was the Browns over the Bengals. If the Browns could make a field goal, they would have won. They didn't. Week 2, Saints over Niners. Saints have the ball at the end, but a turnover. And Spencer Rattler now 0-8 as a starter.
Mac Jones throws the ball 39 times.
Yuck.
Christian McCaffrey gets 13 carries.
What?
And they win.
What?
That's crazy.
Niners are 2-0. Bills 30, Jets 10. Justin Fields is back. And by that, I mean back, not being a good starting quarterback.
Back as in he's hurt again.
3 for 11, 27 yards. Tyrod Taylor comes in relief, throws a touchdown.
Justin Fields is in concussion protocol, so he was out in the second quarter, Justin Fields.
Shirley, you didn't watch this game. How many passing yards did the Jets have on Sunday? Take a guess. Remember, they're an NFL team. Everybody's throwing the ball these days.
0.
Well,
a little more.
2.
54 passing yards.
Which I don't know.
On 22 attempts.
I don't know how that's possible because it says Tyrod Taylor has 56 and Justin Fields has 27.
Oh, do the sacks
go
against your team passing yards.
Okay. Still bad.
Okay. All right. You know what? Let's forget I said that. Let's just add their real numbers.
They had to have broken 100 if you take away the sacks.
Now we're at 83. We're still not at 100.
Man, the Jets are the Jets.
30-10. Bills. That was a big James Cook day.
Yeah, had
for Buffalo.
154 yards.
The Steelers lose at home to Seattle. Sam Darnold nearly 300 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, the Steelers might be terrible.
Might be toast.
They'll
be around 500.
I mean, Justin Fields and Sam Darnold are throwing like that against you, and you still haven't gotten to Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen on your schedule. Yeah, I mean, that's bad.
And as we go to break, Browns 41, that's never going to happen. Ravens 41, Browns 17. 4 TDs, Lamar Jackson, and the Ravens move to 1-1 after that rough loss to the Bills week 1. We'll recap the rest of your NFL Sunday, talk a little Monday Night Football. Back with you after this.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm." Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
In Pitt County, everyone's a college student. At every age, at every stage of life, from every part of the county. They're parents and police officers. They're nurses who work nights. They're hairstylists and handymen. They come from every walk of life. And they're all getting ahead without taking on loads of debt. Continuing education at Pitt Community College, where everyone's a college student.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
Want to make your day better? You can now order 2 large original crust, 1-topping pizzas from Papa John's for only $9.99 each. Take advantage of this awesome carry-out special now by logging on to papajohns.com and make today a pizza day for only $9.99 each. Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards and start earning points for your favorite menu items. Go Pirates!
Are you thinking about purchasing a new home? Stop by and see us at Integrity Home Mortgage at our new location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208516.
In a world full of uncertainty, there's one team you can count on, the North Carolina Protection Group. Their licensed specialists bring unmatched training, integrity, and over a century of combined experience in personal protection. From executives and celebrities to families and vital assets, we provide world-class security, 24-hour video monitoring, and on-site guards. Anywhere, anytime. Don't wait. Call the North Carolina Protection Group today at 919-886-6274.
For pest control that packs a punch, BAM! Call on the experts at BAM Pest Control. Attention Greenville, BAM Pest Control is here to protect what matters most, whether it's your business, your home, or your peace of mind. They don't just eliminate pests, they knock them out. BAM Pest Control is #1 in insect control, rodent control, and yard services like fire ants and mosquitoes. BAM! You're insect-free, safe, and comfortable. Call the experts at BAM Pest Control on Hooker Road in Greenville, 252-751-3160. BAM!
Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is kicking off the fall with 0% financing offers. That's right, interest rates might be high elsewhere, but at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, you can get 0% on Ram and Jeep. Enjoy 0% for 72 months on a new 2025 Ram truck and 0% for 60 months on a 26 Ram. Also, 0% on a new 25 Jeep Grand Cherokee L. Come see us at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive a little, save a lot.
This is Coach Steve Shankweiler, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Wings Over Greenville just got bold with their new bourbon barbecue flavor. It's a triple threat. It's sweet, smoky, and smooth. Download the Wings Over app and join the frequent flyer club where you can earn points, unlock exclusive deals, and redeem for free food. And if you sign up, you can get free tenders just for doing so. Use the promo code Pirate25 for 10% off your meal. So fly smart. Download the Wings Over app today or order now at wingsover.com. Wings Over, they deliver. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, let's talk about the 4 o'clock hour yesterday. It was just a choke fest. Colts didn't win. Broncos lost. And I'm done with Denver. Colts 29-28. I mean, they're 2-0. Jamie, you should be on cloud 9. Hoosiers put up like 70 the other night. Colts are 2-0.
And they're going to the Titans this upcoming week.
Chance to get to 3-0, and Indiana has a chance to be back in the national spotlight. Hey, remember this fun story from last year? They beat Illinois.
Yeah.
Start taking them pretty serious this weekend.
Indiana Jones is on top of things.
Jamie, I'm happy for you because you're a good kid. You're a good guy. Mike P said, told you Caleb Williams stink. He's just hard to sack.
Yeah.
All right. Let me get through this. I have another bet I just placed for tonight. Cardinals choked Although when you're up like 27-3,
yeah, you're going to take your foot off the gas.
It's kind of easy to do that. The problem with them is they gave up an onside kick. Without that, like there's no stress at all. But there was an onside kick recovery yesterday. It happened in Arizona. Panthers had the ball in Cardinals territory at the end, flag fest, and they end up losing.
Yeah,
and they're bad. They're really bad.
Okay,
they've had. So they had one good quarter in this game. Did they have a good quarter against Jacksonville? So they're about 1 out of 8 so far this year. Good quarters of football. Eagles beat the Kansas City Chiefs 20-17. Good eye on this one, Bone. You hated Chandler's Chiefs pick from the start.
Yeah, just because I mean, look, only thing that the Chiefs have better than the Eagles is coach and quarterback. And even yesterday, Patrick Mahomes did not look that great, but I think the talents was too immense on the Eagles side to go against them. And I mean, the Chiefs aren't the Chiefs that we're used to seeing. They have no receivers. Xavier Worthy was out yesterday. Rashee Rice serving a 6-game suspension. Your best receiver is Juju Smith-Schuster. I don't think things are going to go right. And Travis Kelce's washed. Like that.
Yeah.
That was a poor performance and rough to watch. I hate him and I hate the Chiefs, but even that was like kind of making me sad. Like, dang, dude, what a fall off.
He gave the Eagles an interception in the end zone, had a touchdown.
Did you see the hot mic at the end of the game when Jalen Hurts was taking a knee?
Yes, it was awesome.
Yeah, I loved it. I don't like Jalen Hurts, but I mean that was fun to shut down Chris Jones like that.
I had a conversation with my mother yesterday. And as Washington fans, we have to hate Dallas, hate Philly. And she was like, I like the Eagles players. I really like Saquon, and I like Jalen Hurts. And I was like, I know. It sucks that they're so likable.
Yeah.
And then Chris Jones says something about,
you only had 100 effing yards. Like, and then he's like,
we won the
effing game. Shut your rear end up.
I love it. Hate that I love it. Speaking of tough to watch.
Yeah.
Minnesota has a major O-line problem. I don't know if they have a quarterback problem yet, but J.J. McCarthy was sacked 6 times, I think 5 in the first half. They end the game with 78 rushing yards. So they end the game with, they did not break 200. Dang. 198 yards.
Dang.
Credit to the Falcons, man. They were dominant last night. I kept waiting for a collapse and a Minnesota comeback, and it just was not happening.
I didn't see much good stuff from Michael Penix Jr., but the run game and the defense was electric.
Bijan is awesome.
The Vikings do have a quarterback problem because J.J. McCarthy has an ankle sprain. He's going to be out next week. Carson Wentz will be under center.
Oh, no.
But they do play the Bengals, so maybe Jake Browning, Carson Wentz, and guess what? It's the CBS game of the week for the 1 o'clock slate. So great stuff coming your way on Sunday.
All right. Bijan last night, 143 on the ground. He also had, how many freaking catches he had? He had 3 for 25. Seemed like a lot more.
Yeah.
But that puts him at, 170 total yards last night. Almost had our first no touchdown game of the season, but they did finally get a score. We'll take our final break. When we return, Monday Night Football picks, and I've got a baseball bet in.
Ooh.
I'll tell you what it is after this.
At U.S. Cellular, you can get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in, so you don't have to haggle at self-checkout.
$10.99. I'll give you $7. $10.99. $8. Calling for assistance.
Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Michaels & Gakwe Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gakwe, and our mission at Michaels & Gakwe is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gakwe are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gakwe Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Here with Brian Cook, the comptroller for Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. Talk a little bit about the financing options that you provide.
We're here to help anybody from bad credit, poor credit, rebuilding credit, or great credit. credit. We find the best deal through over 30 lenders here that we work with every day, and we're focused on finding the best fit for all our customers.
One website, 2 outstanding dealerships, Greenville Motor Company, Greenville Auto World. Try us, trust us at driveherenow.com.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Get your game faces on, Pirates. It's Lindsey Gray with Carolina Caliber. It's time to blast the cannons in the stands and the fields, if you know what I mean. We're flying into Duff season with shotguns galore and shells for days. Don't miss out on Beretta's rebates on 17 different models of long guns and handguns. Get up to $350 back. Get ready for hunting season with the best deals around and the largest selection of firearms and accessories in Eastern NC. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. We buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no-obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting Pirates.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, warm weather is here and it's time to get back on the boat. And at Stroud's Marine, they're stocked up with over 26,000 pre-owned parts. They got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. And as always, their mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Remember, they're just around the corner. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
This is Josh Gross, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
It was a good day for the stock market. The Dow opened up the week up 49 points at 45,883. The NASDAQ was up 207 points at 22,348. S&P was also up 30 points at 6,615. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
All right, wrapping it up on a Monday. Got the Danny Beal show coming up next as he talks to some Pirate baseballers.
Ethan Norby, Colby Wallace, Walker Barron. Good episode. A lot of great stuff about the regional in Conway, and a lot of great stuff about, what was going wrong last year and what happened when it started going right, and a good look into what will the season entail in the spring.
Monday Night Football tonight. I'm going favorites. I don't want to, but I'm going Texans at home to get to 1-1, and I'm going to go Chargers on the road. I want to believe, Jared. I want you to be happy, but I've seen this too many times.
Yeah.
They're the Raiders.
These are the new Raiders.
I know.
Tom Brady sold his soul to the Saudis today, so we got something on our side.
Satan?
No, the Saudis.
I know, but what's on your side?
I don't know. Money? Blood money?
Blood money? Okay. I didn't factor that into my pick.
And it's Pete Carroll's birthday. You can't bet against the guy on his birthday.
Dan Quinn lost on his birthday.
Well, that's Dan Quinn, dude. Pete Carroll doesn't do any of that corny stuff with the backwards.
Pete Carroll's the corniest coach in the league.
No. Woo! Woo! He's excited. You've seen old people get excited. Woohoo! Would you like a hard candy,
but usually
son?
when they get excited and they go woohoo, they throw their back out or they pull a muscle
well, Pete
or
Carroll
something.
is still very active and fit, so I mean.
Why don't you and go watch 9/11 conspiracy movies with Pete Carroll? And
I think Pete Carroll could teach me a lot about Building 7.
Also,
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Also, Clip, there is a local kind of connection with the Bucks game tonight, and that is wide receiver Cameron Johnson, who is a Barton College alum.
Barton! All right.
So keep an eye out for him.
Coming up at 7:35, I've locked it in. I'm going to go Blue Jays Rays, no run first inning. Trey Savage
he's pitching
making
tonight?
his MLB debut.
Daggone.
Trey Savage, Nerfy. Your first opportunity to get one in. I'm going to give it a shot. I did it with Carson Wisenhunt. He gave up a bomb in the first inning. Let's see what happens with Trey Savage. Good luck to Savage tonight. All right. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Claire. Good to see you. Good luck, J-Bone. I hope y'all win. I hope you get to 2-0. That'd be awesome. We will talk to you Tuesday, 3 o'clock. All new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For the crew, I'm Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.